Hello, hello. Today is July 12th, 2022. Right now it's 9:39 p.m. So, what just happened today? I finally saw Equal. I finally saw it today on online stream and it ended like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, so 10 minutes ago. There's a lot to talk about. There's so much to talk about. But before, yeah, while I wait for anyone that wants to join on this conversation, because it's gonna be full of spoilers. So I don't recommend staying here if you don't want to be spoiled. But if you didn't watch it and you're fine with the spoilers, feel free to stay. But it's like I have so many questions. There's no way to avoid spoilers. So yeah, it's gonna be full of spoilers. So just FYI to everyone here. If you don't want to be spoiled, please watch this live when you want to be spoiled. So Cherry, hi girl, Cherry, as I just you're so amazing. Welcome, Cherry. She says you finally watched Equal. Yes, I did. So Cherry, did you see it? So yeah, so everyone here, I would like to know people that did see it or not see it, just so I know who to ask questions to, because of course if you didn't see it I can't ask you questions, but yeah, but if anyone here you didn't see it and you're okay to be spoiled, feel free to stay. Just FYI, full spoiler. It's okay. I just can't handle Cherry anymore. But thank you as always. You're very kind as always. And she says she did watch it already. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Okay, so let's wait a couple minutes for yeah, for anyone that wants to join this conversation. So I'm yeah, I have so many questions. That's for sure. I have so many questions, and I'm of course gonna give my honest opinion on it. And so that's why I did say in the tweet, like all reviews are welcome, and also here in the description, all bad and good reviews are welcome. So I mean, to each their own. So I would like disclaimer. Of course, everyone's personal taste and opinion matters. Of course, just because Wano is in it, or our favorite singer actor is in it, we don't have to like it. So you guys probably already know what I'm gonna say, but I just want to put it out there. We don't have to like everything they do. Okay, so it's okay. All right. So I have no regret watching it. Of course not. It's Wano's first musical. Of course, I was gonna watch it no matter what. Okay, and so I went in not knowing the story, so I'm just like, oh, it doesn't matter to me. I just want to see it only because Wano is in it, And so whatever the story is, I didn't care. But if it was a good story, of course I would. I would enjoy it, but if I don't like the story, whatever, I just don't like it, but I don't regret watching it. So anyways, there's so much to talk about. There's so much to talk about. So I think it's probably best that I start off with the good news. I usually like to start off with bad news first, but I think I want to say all the good things first, and then there's just like lots of things to say about things that I don't like. And so Mamie, get out of here. Hey, Mamie, you're not busy today. So Mamie, so I know Mamie, guys. So anyways, Mamie, welcome. And so Mamie says, hi, Chrissy. I watched Equal last Sunday. Okay. Wano and Sejun. Okay, I totally love it so much. Awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. And so Sejun, yeah. So Sejun, he's a member of Victon. If anyone doesn't know, so he's a member of a K-pop group, Victon. He's also in his musical. And so today, the stream that I saw for today, Wano was Theo, and Sejun, this guy, he was also performing today. He was Nicolas. So I saw both of them as well. So I can give my review about the both of them. So maybe if you're curious about my review, but again, if we don't agree, it's okay. So I just want everyone to just keep in mind, it's okay if we don't like it. So I'm one of them. Okay. So I might as well just say that already. So like, it's really okay. And, I just want to say, but if you guys like it, of course, that's great. Okay. So yes, we don't need to, so don't worry about that. Okay, so like I just want everyone to just be comfortable and respectful and honest. And so I just want to say off the bat, I didn't really like it, and that's okay. All right, that's okay. So I'll explain about it later. And yes. So let me say all the good points first. Okay, so like to anyone that watched and want to discuss about it, let's talk about all the things that I liked. Okay, all the things that I like, and the things that you guys like. Let's talk about all the things that we like. So the first thing is that I thought their singing was pretty good. Honestly, it was like better than I expected, given that they're both K-pop singers. But I knew going in that Wano was not the strongest singer like ever. Like he wasn't trained to be a musical singer, or like to be like the best vocalist. Like I knew that going in, and like I was like prepared to like I was prepared for that. But then in general, I thought he did fine. It was just it was like not perfect, but that's okay. Like I already like know that 1-0 is not the what I said I was gonna start off good points, but I'm still saying it's a good point that it was better than I was expecting. It was better than I was expecting, and so I do want to commend 1-0 for that, especially like he's been known to not like have like a good throat or like a good like he's known like he always had like trouble with it, and so given he's already done this musical like how many times by now? So like he's done this musical a lot and like he's not getting a lot of sleep and he's also doing fan signs and video calls all the time. So yeah, given his situation, I think he did totally fine, which I was happy to see and hear. And so yeah, so I was happy to see that. And then Sejun, I've known Sejun, I've seen them, do Victon and I've seen some of their shows before, but I was very impressed with Sejun's musical like singing ability. It was very impressive to me. I just didn't think that I didn't think he was capable of that. So I did think that Sejun's performance was pretty good. And so yeah, so that also took me by surprise, but I thought that was all great. And I also really liked when they were singing in harmony with each other. So those caught me by surprise, but they sang harmony with each other was pretty cool. I like those parts. Um Acting skills, everyone's acting skills was totally fine. They are not trained professionals, so I'm watching them, not like expecting them to be like trained professionals. They were just fine. They were just all fine. Not Yeah, so like with everything that I know about them and stuff, I felt everyone did perfectly fine. And then another thing I do want to say, even though I know Korean and I was watching it with English subtitles, there was no way I could have understood it without English subtitles. And I'll explain why. Because when they're singing in Korean, I could not understand what they were saying. So it's just like, it's just really like hard to like make out the words, especially while they're singing, and so they're not enunciating and stuff. And so because I'm not a native like Korean speaker, like that is like really hard for me to catch on. So yeah, so I'm just really glad that I bought the one with English subtitles, because yeah, so this also makes me think if I ever went to go see it in person, and of course there's no English subtitles there, I would not know what was going on. So I really prefer that. Really glad they have live stream and English subtitles. But even though I was like listening in Korean and reading in English, I still don't really know what happened in the storyline. So I'm still very confused about it, but we'll talk about that later. So anyways, yeah, so I appreciate the English subtitles. I thought, yeah, the translations were pretty fine. We're pretty fine. Like, there were some delays of like when they said something and then the subtitle was on. So I was like, that's a little bit weird. But overall, it was still okay. But I think the reason why I still don't really understand the story is I don't know. I think it's just the musical concept in general. The musical is like it's like half acting, half singing and performing. Like it's really hard for me to catch on with the story. So yeah, but by the way, guys, this is my first time ever seeing a musical. I never saw a musical in English. I never saw a musical in Korean. So this is like my first ever musical I ever see, and it's a Korean one. And it was interesting. And so anyways, so we'll talk about it later. So anyways, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? Their acting was all I was talking about. Anyways, yeah, their acting was fine. No, what was I talking about before? No, okay, the subtitles. I had the subtitles and yeah, anyways, it was fine. It was fine. So yeah, unfortunately, those are all the things that I could say that I liked or that I thought was good. And then everything else from now on are many things where like I'm confused about it. I'm not a huge fan of it. Or like so yeah, so if you guys don't want to hear my honest review because it's not a lot of good stuff, feel free to not watch this. Of course not. If you don't want to talk about with me, is totally okay. But like, yeah, this is just my personal preference, and so I'll talk about that in a bit. So who else is here? Welcome everyone. Let me see. Cherry says, I didn't think you would like the story itself. Yeah. I was really surprised the story was this kind of story. So yeah, so I don't know if you guys like have gotten used to me of like what kind of like Netflix shows and Korean dramas I'm into. So like this kind of storyline is exactly what I'm not into. So like this is like what I'm saying, like it's definitely my personal taste, is that I really don't like this kind of storyline. So it's very unfortunate, but we'll talk about that in a bit. Cherry says, yeah, it was the first time, but 1-0 did better than expected. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Better than expected, and it was just fine. It was just fine. Yeah, not perfectly done, of course not, but it was pretty okay. Yeah. Cherry says also, you said he is not trained as a musical singer, so it is different. Exactly. Exactly, totally different. Even though Wano has said that he got like vocal lessons, to prepare for the musical, which he should. And so, yeah, he did get vocal lessons to prepare for this. But even so, it was like a short amount of time, and like he's busy 24/7, as we know. And so, yeah, given how much like effort or like practice he went into it, I thought it was perfectly fine. Again, like I don't want to have like high expectations for him, so I just overall thought was fine, and I should not expect more than that. You know what I mean? I say it in a good way. I say it in a good way, but it still was fine in my opinion. It still was fine, but I feel like if maybe someone who didn't know Wano watched this, they would most likely say that he wasn't that great. Let's be real, right, guys? If someone was watching this and didn't know him, they probably wouldn't like his performance, right? And so, yeah. So what can we do? What can we do? That's like a really, really, really objective opinion, of course. But yeah, but for me, because as you guys know, I love Wano a lot. I hope everyone here knows this. Even though I didn't really like the musical, I love him a lot. I only care to watch only because of him, and this is like a really like nice stepping stone into his career, of course. Like not only as a K-pop singer, he can now do musicals, but you know what, Wano, I don't think he's a huge fan of doing a musical, because he talked about it in his Vibe party room. If you guys, but people are not translating, I think, but like in his Vibe party room, he talked about how like this is not most likely, but he feels like this is the first and last musical he would ever do. And then when he talked about it, like someone asked him, like, would you want to do another musical again? He was like hesitant about it. He's like, I don't know. He's like, yeah, we'll see. Like, if Weenies really want it, then I'll do it. But then, yeah, but he didn't really say, in the sense of like he really would like to do more musicals. So I think, in general, he's not trained for it. It's way different than a K-pop singer, and it's really, really time consuming and difficult. So I wonder why he even agreed to it in the first place. But it was a good experience, of course. If that's why he wanted to do it, I think it's great experience and first time doing it. And now he knows, if he wants to do it in the future or not. He can decide from there. But yeah. But I can believe it if he is not a huge fan of musicals. But I say it was still good to at least try it once. And I'm still very, very happy to have seen him act in his first musical. And let's talk more about that in a bit. May says, oh no, she says, no worries at all. Thank you, girlfriend. She says, we have our own opinions. Thank you so much for understanding. Yes. Wano did well. Yes. Sejun is indeed very good. I do agree on that. And as you know, he was, he is. Yeah, he is. Yeah. So maybe I didn't know if you wanted me to say you're biased or not, but maybe her bias in Victon is Sejun indeed. And so I'm sure you loved watching him. And like in my opinion, I'm not his fan, as you know, Mimi, but I really thought he performed very well. I really didn't know that he had that in him. So I really, really liked his performance, and we can talk more about that in a bit. This old helmet, huh? I think this is yeah. Okay, Cherry says, this was my first musical too. Get out of here. So me and Cherry were kind of like on the same, what's the word? The same level, kind of. But then Cherry, I wonder, like, did you have no interest in musical, or you never wanted to watch it before? But like Cherry, like just let us know like your overall feeling of seeing your first musical, because I'm gonna talk about it as well. And VKL, you rolling, girlfriend. I assumed you would come in, girlfriend. So welcome, VKL. We have so much to talk about. We're just starting. So I just said just some of the good points that I liked about the musical, but sadly, just to everyone that just came late, I have many things that I didn't like about it, but that's okay. Okay, that's okay. So let's keep in mind, I'm still Wano's fan. I still love him a lot. This doesn't change anything. Okay, this doesn't change anything of how much I love Wano. So I'm only talking about the musical, the story, just we'll talk about it in a bit. Yeah. Cherry says, I love this kind of story. You would, girlfriend. Yes, she loves this kind of story, maybe because I love reading fantasy books. Then this is totally up your alley, and good for you, girlfriend. And so this is down to preference, and I'm glad you guys if you like this kind of story. That's great. VKL says, I wasn't crazy about Sejun. That's okay. I think I prefer the guy I saw at the beginning of July. So if you remember his name, please let us know. But I want to believe maybe the other guy you saw might be Hyoksu. I think there's an actor named Hyoksu, because Wano talked with him yesterday on the Vibe party room. And so yeah, but I believe he is like a trained musical actor, so I can totally believe he can do a better job than Sejun. So I totally don't blame you on that. But for me personally, Sejun being a K-pop singer, I really thought he did pretty darn well, in my opinion. I was very I was not expecting that kind of performance from him, so it was just really impressive to me. VKL says, Wano seems like this really tired him out. I wouldn't blame him. Yeah. Plus, the singing live, I think, took a lot out of his throat. Yeah. It's a 2-hour musical. Yeah. This musical, 2 hours long. And like he's singing maybe half of the time. But I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, wait. They've done it before. They've done world tours before. So like every other few days, yeah, they do concerts and stuff. So, but I feel like musical feels like to me more what's the word, more energy put into, because at least at the concert they're like super having fun, even though yeah it's like hard choreography and stuff, but at least I feel like they're having lots of fun, so I think that like kind of like makes it less tired, and so and a musical is like very like serious, and you have to remember all your lines and remember all your cues and how to act. So I feel like it's like so much effort into it, you know what I mean? Not that they're not having fun, they could be having fun, but the amount of effort to put into it and like focus and stuff, I think that could make you tired. And so yes, I can believe, kind of exhausting, yeah. And then took a lot on his throat, so I'm hoping he'll be okay. He has like a week and a half left, and so yeah, his last musical is July 23rd, so yeah, so he has like a while, but then again, he's going to Japan in August for the musical as well. Hopefully he'll be okay. So yeah, so I did think was concerning seeing like how he sang today. Like, again, it was better than I thought it would be. It was still good, but you can tell that he was tired, So it was yeah, but he still did great. He still did great. Some of the acting stuff that he did, I thought was very cute, and I was just like, that's like kind of one of him, but but also like he showing off like him acting as that kind of like personality or that kind of thing. I was very impressed with that. So yeah, that's another good point. I was very impressed with some of Wano's acting skills because I never saw him act like that before. So I thought it was really good. Yeah, and was believable as well. Yeah. Cherry says, I have never really thought about it. Musicals never interested me until Wano, of course. Yeah, I understand you, girlfriend. Yeah, okay. So so for me personally, I was never interested to watch a musical because like I just never saw something where like, oh, I'm so interested in that story, or like I'm so interested to see this person perform. So I really never ever found any interest in a musical, but I did wanted to try out a musical one day because I hear like there are like these famous musicals that play every so often, and I'm just like maybe I should see them once in my lifetime, but I never had a big desire and like to spend money on a musical when I just didn't think it was like going to be worth my time, and that I would like it a lot and also worth my money. And so yeah, so I always imagined that the first musical I would ever see is if a Monster X member is in it. And so here we are, the first musical with a Monster X member in it. And so so finally I see my first musical, and you know what I just realized from this, I don't like musicals. So I'm gonna talk about that later, but I'm not saying like this because of this musical made me dislike musical. I'm not saying like equal is the reason I don't like musicals, but the whole concept of a musical. So now I'm seeing it for the first time, right? Of a concept of a musical, half acting, half singing and performing, like that kind of thing. I realize, while seeing this, if this is the way all musicals are, I'm assuming all musicals are like this. Like it should be, right? So I think that's a safe assumption. And so if all musicals are like this, I don't like it. So I don't like the concept of a musical. So it definitely made me just wonder, made me wonder. Like I wonder, maybe I could see a musical one day where like it actually was very likable and enjoyable, but for me personally, I was so annoyed when they would break out in a song. So that's what I'm saying. Like I'm into this, like, I'm trying to pay attention to the story and what they're talking about, like what happened, and then randomly break into a song, and I'm like, wow, that annoys me. But I'm like, but that's the concept of a musical, right? So I'm like when I felt that feeling and stuff, I'm like, I don't think musical is my thing. Yeah, so yeah, so I'll talk about it more in a bit, but like I wonder if anyone can relate with me, or at least maybe just at least understand me. But I don't think there's anyone that can relate with me. But I really don't like the concept of a musical. So yeah, let me read you guys comments more. Okay, M Cow. Okay. So okay, welcome M Cow. I wasn't sure if you were a spammer. Sorry. So welcome M Cow. Okay, so M Cow says, I love both of the guys. Hejun did absolutely amazing this time. Yes, Wano did amazing, but I feel like his previous shows with Sejun was stronger. That's okay. But thank you for letting me know. I am curious about any of you guys can't compare with other shows with like today's shows. Yeah, if anyone saw today's show, that's great because I saw it today. Is the only one I'm seeing. It's just only from today's show. But yeah, if you guys can let me know comparing. And you know what? I can believe that Wano was a lot better in earlier shows, given like he probably wasn't as tired. And so yeah, so I was a little bit concerned, if I decide to like watch this show today, if maybe yeah, he would be tired and stuff, but it's okay, I still really liked it. We can never guess, when Wano's condition is like good or not. But yeah, but the thing is, I thought Sejun was good, but then did someone say that Sejun was probably better in previous shows as well? It's okay, what can we do? So in my opinion, not comparing to any other shows, I really thought they did fine. Of course, there's room for improvement, but I still thought was fine. Not a big deal to me. Yeah. Cherry says musical is different. You have to think about your timing, the emotions, and acting. Exactly. All the effort that goes into a musical. Yeah, way different from a play, way different from doing a concert. Exactly. So that's why I can believe that really a musical is like so exhausting on you. Yeah. Unico, welcome, girlfriend. Okay, so Unico says she DM'd me a clip of Wano singing from the musical. Okay, great. Oh, okay, and Monster X Mon channel about Minhyuk with Arena. Oh, you guys want to see that? Don't worry. Wait. So Wano tweeted this 7 minutes ago. 1 second. Okay, so I remember he tweeted something like similar like this too. And so he says that today, with Sejun is the last one. What? Really? I thought he has one more with Sejun. What? No, I feel pretty sure he has one. Okay, but that's what he says here. That's what he says. Okay, maybe Wano. I could have sworn he has one more. Okay, so he said today is the last one with Sejun. I don't think so, but that's what he says. And he says like Sejun, bright appearance and acting up until the end. Today the end, it was the best. So that's what Wano said, and like these are the photos. Yeah. By the way, I thought that's so interesting. Their microphone is on their forehead, right? Is that their microphone? I think that's so interesting. I guess maybe if it's like over here, it might disrupt their. I don't know, but even though it looks so silly, it does look silly, but I want to assume it is better than here for whatever reason it is. And so very, very cute, very, very cute. But Wano, I'm pretty sure you have one more show with Sejun, but who knows? But yeah, anyways, very, very cute. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, because Unico sent me something. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me check Unico's DM. Okay, so is this like comparing how he sings here than today? Yeah, I think he does sound better here. Yeah. I mean, but then again, I can't really remember, but he sounds better here. But yeah, we can never know what their condition is, on every single day. The thing is, Wano was tweeting a lot today, so I thought like, oh, maybe he's in a good mood today because he kept tweeting like, oh, I'm getting ready for the musical, the Theo thing, and I was just like, maybe he's in a good mood today. But even if he's in a good mood today, we don't know his condition. But anyways, I still thought he did fine. I still really, really thought he did fine. Just yeah, it was just I didn't expect anything, and like it was like not terrible. Definitely wasn't terrible. It was just fine. Yeah, it was just fine. And yeah, nothing. Yeah, it was all good. Cherry says with concerts you have a backtrack. That's right, you have a backtrack with concerts and saying, but at musicals you don't. That's right, and you're just having fun. That's right. That's how freaking they can do concerts for 4 hours. Even me, when I'm like in a concert and like 4 hours pass, I'm like, how was that 4 hours? So like it's like because you're having so much fun, that's why it goes by so quickly. And so exactly, concerts of course way more fun, even though who knows if like is more hard on your body because they're like dancing and jumping around a lot. Like I'm sure it's still exhausting, but at least because they're having fun, it's kind of like a little bit better. Yeah. Unico says, I love musicals. Good that you do. Okay, good. Yeah, again, don't worry that we're different opinions. Yeah, so she loves musicals, but I haven't seen one in a while since the pandemic, and I don't blame you. Please only go to shows when it's safe. And so, yeah, for me personally, I'm still not gonna see Eagle musical in person. But then I realize I don't like it anyway. So I mean I don't like musicals in general anyway. So I'm glad like I didn't go in person because it might not have been a good experience for me. So anyways, yeah. So everyone just do what's best and safe. And yeah, but yeah, the thing is Man, I mean, I do wonder maybe if I like the story more, would I be more into the musical concept, just them randomly breaking out in a song, but I don't know. I'm just trying to imagine it, but I don't know. Like in all honesty, even if it's Gion in a musical, I still don't know if I will like it. Like the concept, I really didn't like it. Like for example, just for me to explain more why I don't like the concept of musicals. So when they randomly break out into a song, right? So like they're having this serious conversation. Y'all get what I mean, right? They're having this serious conversation, and then bam, I'm gonna break into a song. I'm like, I couldn't help but like laugh a little. I'm like, really? But I'm like, well, it's a musical. It's a musical. I need to accept it. But I was just like, oh, this is so ridiculous, But how can I say that when that's the concept of a musical, right? But I really thought it was like really ridiculous. And so, anyways, like other things is that like while they're singing the song, the thing is they're singing a song for like 3 minutes, right? And it's like they're only singing about one thing, so like it doesn't progress the conversation, you know what I mean? So they had this conversation, and then randomly bang, I'm gonna sing a song about this one thing, and so I sing about this one thing for 3 minutes and then go back to the conversation like nothing happened. I it's really not for me, as you can see. So like that's when I was like watching and experiencing all this, I'm like, yeah, maybe it's because I'm a very what's the word? I don't know, just my concept of like I really want to see the story flow. I guess that's just my preference. I wish to see the story flow and like not, yeah. So yeah, it's probably just me. No, it is just me. It is just me then. I think having disruptions in the middle of a story, especially a random song that lasts for 3 minutes talking about only one thing. So yeah, like the thing is some of their songs were good. I did like some of the songs. So that's one good thing I could say. I do like some of the songs. I'm like, oh wow, that's a nice song. But then I'm like, you're saying about this one thing for 3-4 minutes, and then they go back to the conversation like nothing happened. I'm just like, yeah. So it's just not for me. It's just not for me. Yeah, but it was interesting. My first time ever seeing a musical and like realizing, I'm really thankful that I'm realizing now that I don't like it. So yeah. So thank you, Wano. In all honesty, I'm glad that Wano is the first musical I see. I still think that's like a good what's the word, a good plaque to have, is that Wano is the first musical because of him that I see, and like I realize I don't like musicals, and from this experience I think that's a really like good nice memory in my opinion. So not as a bad memory, it's all a good memory. And so yeah, and so I do wonder if future musicals I see with other MX members, like of course I'll still see them because MX are in it, but I think I should prepare myself that I'm not gonna like it, and that's okay, and that's okay. So yeah. Yeah, so it's okay. That's my little spiel about it. You don't have to agree with me, of course. This is really, really my weird preference. And okay, let's move on. Um, VKL says, LOL, I live in New York City. That's right, New York City. It's like everything musicals. Yeah, you kind of can't escape going to musicals in New York unless you live under a rock. Yeah. I've never been to New York City, by the way, girlfriend. So that's also why I've never seen a musical. But yeah, that's right. In New York, everyone has seen a musical, right? And like, does everyone really like it? Do they? But then again, maybe because I never grew up with it and I just never thought was anything interesting. That could be why I don't prefer it. But yeah, I really don't prefer it. Yeah. Unico says, I've seen lots of musicals in my lifetime. Great to hear. Great to hear. Yeah. I'm expecting that I'm a black sheep for sure. The rare people that don't like musicals. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, happy to hear all you guys' review even if it's different from mine. Okay, guys. So like keep being honest with me. VKL says Shin Hyoksu. Yeah. So that's what I thought. It might have been him. So yeah, Hyoksu. And so that's the guy. Okay, yeah, I preferred him. I'm sure he acted and sang way better. I assuming that he's a professional. Yeah, he was more believable. I totally understandable. He as a professional. Yeah. Plus Wano is a bit tired now. That's right. So yeah, so Wano not trained for it, and it's just his first experience. I think it's all good. It's all good. Just as a first timer, like legit newborn rookie into musical stuff, And so I still thought it was fine. As long as everyone understands he's a newborn rookie, and him being able to do a performance like this, I think it's fine for a newborn rookie. You know what I mean? So yeah, and then now he's tired, and I hope people know that he's still doing lots of other things while doing this musical, so he doesn't like get a break or anything. He's like constantly working, as we know. So yeah, so I think that's all expected, and I don't suggest any person to do a musical if they don't have enough time and energy devoted to it. So I still think it's interesting why one or Highline Entertainment why they decided for him to do this if he didn't really have a lot of time, unless they thought like, oh, you kind of have enough time, let's go ahead and do it. But personally for me, I hope that no one does a musical if they don't have enough time and effort into it. So yeah. Mamie says, "I'm very glad that Wano and Sejun have the opportunity to work again. So sorry, to work together. Yes, I agree. I never thought I would see them work together, but here we are seeing them work together, right? They have good chemistry. I do agree. I felt like they're like kind of like they've known each other for like how long now, because of rehearsing for months. And so yeah, I did realize they were not like awkward with each other. They like know each other, and they're like doing whatever. Yeah, so I thought that was good. Wano did praise and compliment Sejun a lot. Of course he would. Yes, today is, get out of here. Today is the last one. Wano and Sejun. What? I thought I saw in future days there was another Wano and Sejun one, but maybe I was just imagining it. Okay, but thank you, Mamie, for confirming. Sorry, guys. I really thought Wano was wrong, but I shouldn't think he was wrong. Of course. Okay, Mamie, thank you for confirming. Okay, so today is the last show of only Wano and Sejun. I'm shocked. When I bought my online stream ticket for today, I just I don't know why. I just thought today would be a nice day, and then also because I really also want to see Sejun too, and so I just felt like today was just the best day for me to see it. But I did not know at all it was their last one together. Well, I'm glad to have seen it then. I'm glad to have seen it, not knowing it was the last one. So good to know. I can't believe it, really, but okay, good to know. Unico says, I've seen Rent. Okay, yeah, Rent, Les Miserables. That's how you say. The Phantom of the Opera, Beauty and the Beast, Hamilton, Spring Awakening, Xanadu, Lion King, Newsies, Hairspray, and many more. Wow. You are 11 musicals. That's great. So the thing is, I've seen Rent, Phantom of the Opera, Hairspray, movie, because the movie is based on the musical, right? So I remember seeing those. And it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me too much, but I can't say I really liked the movie. Like, it's like when you're watching Frozen, like a Disney movie, right? And then they randomly break into a song. But I don't know why, but it just when I'm watching it as a movie, like the flow of the story doesn't feel cut off. You know what I mean? It just feels like it all goes with the flow correctly. And so I don't know, but then again, maybe I'm just more used to movies, and then when they have a random singing part, like I don't know, but I still feel like overall the flow of the story like still goes perfectly fine. Like I never feel like just suddenly okay we're getting to a song now, and then yeah, but like watching the musical, it was like so sudden, like it was just like not going with the flow for me. So yeah, I guess. So yeah, I'm still thinking I'm just not into musical stage production. Like maybe it's like a little bit different since it's only on stage, and like a movie would feel a bit different. So interesting. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just realizing this about me, so I'm just like still thinking about it. Unico says it was the first clip I saw of him singing for the musical. Okay, great. Cherry says I think I read it somewhere or maybe saw a video a while ago that usual musical actors have their mics on their forehead because less disturbance and better sound. Get out of here. That makes sense. Honestly, that does make sense. Yeah, that does make sense. Even though they look kind of silly, but for better sound and less disturbance, that's worth it. Yeah. MCal says, though he sounds a little tired during the musical. Yeah, yeah. I think we can all admit to that. Yeah, yeah. He looks so energetic as he's leaving the theater now. Really? He's such a weirdo. Okay, okay. So I mean, but it's very different. Maybe on stage is like, kind of like nervousness and like trying to remember everything and like as we just said, the amount of effort you put into it. And so maybe after the musical is done, he's like, oh my gosh, I feel so relaxed now. And then exiting the venue, he's like feeling all energetic. I think that's probably what's going on. But Wano, you're almost done. Like a week and a half more, you're almost done. But then again, he has Japan. Sorry, he has to do the musical in Japan. But yeah, but just you go Wano, you go Wano. Hopefully, yeah, he's taking care of himself. Cherry says, I saw Wano's first show. Oh, you did? Okay, what did you think of his first show? Oh, that'll be an interesting review. That tell us. Cherry says, also in the musical, you don't really get a break, especially in a musical like Wano's with only 2 characters. That's right. That's right. So Lulu, I don't know if Lulu's gonna join us, but Lulu warned me beforehand that there's no intermission, even though it's a 2-hour musical. And I was like, oh, I wonder why they don't have an intermission. But then again, 2 hours is like the length of a movie. So I felt like maybe, yeah, it's not necessary to have an intermission. But yeah, okay, that's another thing I was surprised about. Only 2 characters the whole entire time, even though they talked about other characters, like the girls that they liked and stuff. But yeah, but we only see only the 2 of them act. I did not know that. I thought like there would be like at least random sub characters, but it's only 2 people the whole entire musical. So I did thought that was very interesting. So guys, we're gonna talk about the story soon. So spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, right now is at 36 minutes. So 36 minutes now, I think. Yeah, I don't think I said any spoilers yet, but I think starting from now on, we're going to talk about spoilers soon. Cherry says, yeah, yes, yeah. So Cherry, you mentioned about how like they don't get a break, yeah, because it's only the 2 of them the whole 2 hours. So that's also very very exhausting, of course. Yeah. Cherry says, maybe you would like a musical love story with multiple characters. I don't know. But I do like love stories more, that's for sure. But I don't know. It has to be done really, really well. Like, I really, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So we'll see if ever I meet a musical that's more my liking. Like, like the way that they place the song and it's not like, sudden and like, like I don't know. You guys know like how I feel about musicals. So yeah, if it's like yeah, yeah. So who knows? But I have no desire to want to see a musical anytime soon again. Now that I've realized this about myself. So it's all good. It's all good. Unico says she also saw Wicked. That's right. No. What did they ever make a movie? No. I don't think I ever saw Wicked. Yeah. Miss Saigon made her cry. Oh my gosh, I don't know that show, but oh my. Sarah, hey girlfriend. She says hi. You're live. How is everyone? I'm good, but Sarah, we're gonna talk about spoilers soon. If you don't mind. Okay, yeah, but we're just basically only talking about the musical. Yeah, so Tea Talk. I titled this as Tea Talk. Long time no see. Tea Talk. Yeah, so girlfriend, if you're ready, because I'm pretty sure you didn't see the musical yet, so I just want to warn you. Unico says not all musicals are the same. I want to believe that. I want to believe that. But the concept, though, that's the thing. The concept of like breaking out into a song, singing about one thing for 3 minutes, and then going back like nothing happened. I don't know. I still do not like that kind of concept. So unless there is a musical where like everything like flows well, like I don't know. Like I wonder if I could ever find a musical like that. But in general, I want to believe like yeah, the concept of a musical I'm still not a fan of. Like another thing is that I found it super cheesy. So I'm really really not into cheesy things. So it's like I don't know. I'm trying to remember what some points in there I don't know, like, I just remember, like, some things that were, like, really I don't know, I can't explain anymore. So, like, but just overall, it was just, not interesting to me. It wasn't interesting to me. It didn't interest me. Wait, didn't I just say that? Yeah, it just didn't interest me. And so, yeah, I'll figure more of my thoughts out later, but really, really, I can't say that, I was glued to my screen for the whole 2 hours. Like, every so often I had to be like, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Like, I keep like thinking about, I'm not sure, am I really enjoying this right now? So like I'm watching them acting or singing, and I'm just like, I keep thinking in the back of my mind, I really don't really like this. And so, but I want to like I try to force myself to keep watching, so I'm like forcing myself to keep watching, but I'm just like, okay, so okay, let's talk more about this later. Sarah, Sarah says, "Oh, you didn't enjoy the musical." So there are many reasons why I don't enjoy it. So Wano was fine. It's like no blame on Wano. Okay, Wano is fine. But while watching the musical, I realized that I do not like the concept of a musical, and I also did not like the story of this musical. So sadly, that's just like, what can we do? But everything Wano did was fine. Like, he, is not his fault in any of this. Of course not. And so just my personal preference about the musical in general is like really everything that I'm just not into. Yeah. So we'll talk about it in a bit. BKL says Wano could just stand on stage, smile, and I would have still been all in. Of course you would be, girlfriend. Of course you would be. Of course. Of course you would be, yeah. And so like I love Wano and all, of course I do. And like I'm very interested to like see his acting and singing. So I was like kind of focused on that. But then I was also interested in Sejun. So I was still interested to see their performance. But it's like when they were singing nonstop for 3 to 4 minutes about this one thing that's not important, in my opinion, wasn't that important. And so when they kept singing nonstop and like it kept repetitive, yeah, I'm not into that. I was just like, get straight into it. So yeah, so I think for me the flow of a musical needs to like really make sense to me. So I guess for this musical it was just really just not what I'm into. But again, I want to believe most musicals are like this, so that's why I don't want to believe it's equals fault in it. It's like I think again I'm just not a fan of the concept of a musical. So we'll talk about the story in a bit because I also don't like the story. So yeah, we'll talk about that soon. Um, Ashley, welcome, Ashley. So Ashley says Wano said he is doing the musical because weenies want it. So did he only say that as the reason? Is that all he said? Is that all he said? I'm sure that's not the only reason, but I think that's the only reason he could say publicly is that, oh yeah, I decided to do a musical because many weenies asked me if to do a musical one day. So I believe that's like a reason that he could say publicly, and that is accepted. But I want to believe there's definitely more reason to it. But yeah, but that is an interesting thing though. Wano never says because I want to do it, so he never says anything like that, right, guys? So I do think that's interesting. But yeah, but I don't want to believe the only reason he's doing it is because weenies want him to do it. He's just like, yeah, he was like probably open to the idea, knowing that his fans want to see him do a musical, but I'm sure there are other factors into it. So yeah. So anyways, he also said yesterday in the vibe party room, like a fan asked him, "Are you thinking of wanting to do more musicals in the future?" And then Wano was hesitant about it. He's like, if fans want me to, of course I'll do it." So he only said that, but then he was still very hesitant about it. So I personally would like it if he would do it because he wants to do it. So if he doesn't want to do it and it was very difficult for him, I don't want to see him do it. I'd rather see him do what he loves, which is definitely being a K-pop singer, right? And making songs, of course. So, yeah, in my opinion, again, it's really nice to see him do his first musical. Definitely, what a new fun experience, right? But I definitely would prefer him do what he likes to do instead. Yeah. VKL says, I really appreciate the subtitle. Same here. I mean, I'm glad they hire people to translate it, because otherwise they would have like no one wanting to buy the online stream. But yeah, me too. Even with me knowing Korean, it is so hard to understand them when they're singing Korean. And also they were talking about many topics that I didn't know the Korean words to. And so I'm also very thankful for English subtitles. And that's also why, there's no reason for me to go see it in person because I wouldn't understand anything. So yeah. MCow says, with doing the musical in Korea and in Japan, I hope he gets to rest and be ready for the European tour. I hope so. That is interesting. I think after he does the Japan musical, I think maybe it's like 1 week. Maybe it's like 1 week until he has to go to Europe. But yeah, I don't know if he's resting during that 1 week. We don't know. But let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. Wano, stay safe out there. And I'm really sorry to mention this, but COVID in Korea is increasing a lot right now. And so it's very unfortunate, but I really hope Wano, he still has not caught COVID yet. And I hope he never does. But I do think it's kind of a miracle he still has not caught COVID yet. And so right now, it's like really, really more contagious now. Like it keeps getting more contagious. That's the way a virus works. And so anyways, it's more contagious now. And so like there's higher COVID cases now. Yeah, and I'm worried too, because I've never caught COVID and I hope I never catch COVID. But it's very unpredictable when you catch COVID. We could be as safe as possible, and then you could still catch it. Sadly, I've heard stories like this. Sadly, and so Then let's just hope for the best. Okay, let's hope for the best. No one gets sick, and that everyone is gonna do fine. That's all we can ask for, yeah. Sarah says Wano did say he got many musical suggestions before and he declined the offers since he wanted to focus on his music. Okay, I respect that. I respect that he wants to focus on his music more, and I assume he wants to do that more than a musical. Sarah says he also thought about not accepting the offer for equal at first, but decided to try it since Weenies asked him if he's going to try musicals. All right, yeah. So that's how I'm sure more things like that. So sorry, what am I trying to say? I don't think that's the sole reason he decided to do a musical. I think that's really what's the word? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, given the company also has to approve it and like wanna what exactly does he have a say in it. And so whatever happened behind the scenes, they decided for Wano to do the musical. Yeah, anyways, as long as everyone is fine with it, that's all that matters to me. Again, we don't really know if Wano really prefers it or not, but he probably just sees it as like work. That's also okay. This is part of his work. He's getting paid for it, and just do work as work. We don't have to enjoy the work we do, but at least if you have the choice, if you don't want to do something, don't do it. But anyways, I still think it was a good experience. I don't want to believe Wano like hates it or regrets it. I want to believe like he's happy to have this experience, but I do wonder if maybe he wouldn't be this tired. That's the thing. So I wonder if maybe he only regrets it because like he didn't think he would be this tired. Because yeah, it's your first time doing a musical. Yeah, I mean, how can you like really guess how it's gonna feel until you experience it, right? And so maybe there might be feelings like that. It's like, wow, it's a lot harder than I thought, but that's just normal. So I just want to assume he's just going through a learning experience. And if we never see him in a musical again, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. And so we'll just wait and see. Um, Cherry says, I'm glad Wano at least tried it. Yeah, same here, same here. Also, he got some vocal training, which will be helpful. Exactly, exactly. Overall, is more benefit than negative. I want to believe, like at least taking that experience. Like I always believe, even if it's a bad, tiring experience, it will always be beneficial always. Yeah, so yeah. Unico says they usually make the microphones. Is that what you mean? Wow. Okay. Ashley says he also said this might be his first and last musical. Yes, he did say that in the vibe party room yesterday, and I don't blame him. If he really does not enjoy doing a musical, it's okay. Again, it's like months of practice, right? Months of practice, training. He mentioned how like the practice is one full day, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. It is exhausting, and I hope he's getting paid a lot of money for it. But if he's not, then it's like, yeah, this is not worth it. Then. So I don't blame. At least he has the experience, right? That's most important. At least he has experience. He can know what he wants to do in the future without guessing. Like, oh, what if I do a musical? Like, at least now how musical is. And yeah. And anyways, I don't blame him. Again, don't blame him for if this is his last one. Unico says make Mike's I just missed your comment. Hold on. Okay, Mike's less noticeable and hidden. Okay. Unico says in the clip the mic looked really large and noticeable on Wano. Oh really? I thought it looked the same, but I can't remember anymore. But okay, so they probably made less noticeable ones. Okay, good to know. Sarah says, Wano talked about the mic being on his forehead during his appearance on Yunsang's show. Did he? Did he? Oh, my memory is so bad. I don't remember. But then again, all his neighbor now shows I have to like rewatch them because just what's the word? Yeah, just for my memory. Yeah. But good to know he actually did talk about it. Interesting. Unico says they are making a movie version of Wicked starring Ariana Grande as as Glinda. That might be interesting. Maybe. Yeah. Ariana Grande. Yeah. Unico says Wano likes POV by Ariana Grande. Okay, I think I remember reading something like that. Yeah. VKL says, I think the just two actors was to relate it to how most people existed in the pandemic. I was thinking about that. That topic of the storyline seems very similar to the pandemic, but then again, given this storyline was in the 1600s, right? So is that the time of like the Black Plague or something? I don't know history well, guys. Please forgive me. But like, was that like so were they trying to like go back at a period of like the Black Plague, which is like kind of like how COVID is, but Black Plague was way worse. Okay, way worse, and they didn't have like technology in back in the day, like. But they survived it, and so that's why I want to believe we also will get through COVID. Okay, but why is it taking us more than 2.5 years? Who knows? Yeah. So I had that feeling about the equal storyline. Felt like because of the pandemic, but still, regardless of that storyline, the ending with Theo and Nicola. What the heck happened, y'all? So yeah, so right now we're 49 minutes, 50 minutes. I still didn't say any spoilers yet, but surely by now, 50-minute mark, we're gonna say spoilers soon. So like what the Theo and Nicola, like they're friends, right? They're friends, but then when it started getting like kind of scary. So the thing is, I wasn't sure if maybe that was like Sejun's acting or what's the word? What's what I'm looking for? But I always had a feeling that Sejun, acting as Nicola. Like I don't know if that's him or like he's again, I'm not sure, but like I always had like a weird feeling that Nicola, that the character was gonna be like kind of scary. I don't know. I just had that feeling, even though in the beginning of the musical, like he seemed fine and nice, like having a fun time with Theo and stuff. But then I started noticing like, isn't he seeming kind of scary? But like I don't know if that's Sejun acting to like want to seem scary, or maybe he did that unintentionally. I don't know, but there was a certain point when he started looking scary, and then we see later he's like freaking crazy. You know what I mean? So I just found that very interesting, and so that's why like I do wonder about Sejun's acting and stuff. But yeah, again, I compliment him on how he did. And so, anyways, yeah, I still don't understand what happened. Okay, so if you guys don't mind, yeah, I know there's still lots of comments to read, but if anyone can explain to me what exactly happened. So Nicola, he's actually Theo, right? He's actually Theo, and Theo is actually Nicola, right? But so I don't understand why they switched identities. I don't understand how that happened. And then they talk about how they weren't born from a mother's womb, they were born from a test tube. How was that possible? So I don't know where I lost track of the story, but that's why I did not like them breaking out into a song, So I really lost track of the storyline. It was like, what? It was just, I really, yeah, I just did not understand what was going on. So I think that's also why I didn't like, this whole musical concept. Like I wish I could have like seen the storyline like be to flow better and like oh yeah, that's another thing I didn't like, is that they would say important things while they're singing, like so they're singing but they're also saying their emotions or their thoughts or something, and that's important to the storyline. So I did think that I missed some things because I didn't catch it when they were singing it. I guess I really really did not like it. Yeah, so yeah, just wish I could have understood the story without all these like factors into it. So, anyways, I could not understand what happened with Theo and Nicola. What kind of Frankenstein experiment they did. I don't understand what happened. So I don't understand what happened with that. And then at the end, they just accepted this identity of theirs. Is that the ending? They just accepted. So they're gonna like continue this false identity. It was at the ending. So yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. So yeah, if you guys did understand it, please explain it to me. Okay. And so yeah, so from now on, definitely, yeah, it's all spoilers. Um uh yeah, so VKL says that whole world revolving around those two was a metaphor on how pandemic trapped people in the singularity of a moment. Yeah, yeah. And then Sarah says, I wonder what I will think, because I do think I will enjoy the musical if I'll watch it. I hope you do. Okay. There are some people here that did enjoy it, and that's great. Okay. Yeah, just for me personally, just not my thing, and that's okay. Yeah. But yeah, I want to assume most people did enjoy it, and that's really good to hear. Yeah. So Unico says, Chrissy, did you watch the MTV interview that Wano did where he revealed he listens to Christmas music, like Text Me Merry Christmas when he works out? Yeah. I remember. I don't remember watching the whole thing, but I just remember him saying that he listens to Christmas music often while working out. Yeah, so like that. I don't know why. I don't know why he's kind of silly. Like, well, I mean, he's always been silly, but like this is like a recent new thing we find out about him, that he likes to listen to Christmas songs while working out, even though it's not the Christmas season. I wonder why, but he says it helps him for some reason. But I'm glad he does. I'm sorry, I'm glad it does help him. But Yeah, they're random. BKL says again, that is a metaphor too. The songs being about mundane stuff, taking on layers of importance that are almost ridiculous in the immediance of their feelings. I did not get that. What is that? Okay, so this might be why I don't like the concept of a musical. So is that really something to look into? So I don't like that. Okay, so maybe this is why I'm not a huge fan of like what's the word? Of like I have to think. No, I mean sometimes I like it, but it depends. So this is what the word I was looking for. Abstract. Yeah, yeah. So I don't like it when it's super abstract and vague. And so what you just said, that is something I do not like. Yeah, yeah. And so if that was something, yeah, of why they did certain things that I didn't like, that's good to know. Good to know. But yeah, yeah, this just proves more why I don't like it. Yeah. Cherry says, I was like, what? Wano, no one listens to Christmas songs while in the gym. What kind of person are you? That's exactly what I'm saying. But Wano is a special snowflake. We already know this. He's an interesting guy. Yeah. Unico says singing in a musical is a different type of singing than singing pop. Exactly right. Exactly right. So Wano had to take lessons for it. And yeah, yeah, and because you're also sing acting. Yeah, yeah. And so yeah, I assume they learned about it. VKL says like locked in the house with another person during the pandemic because a lot of that hyper focus. I just lost your comment. Okay, hyper focus of the silly simple things you can control because so much else you cannot. Okay. Okay. I mean I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, I can see that, but yeah, I'm not a fan of this kind of analysis. This is cool, this is cool. Like, thank you, VKL, for this analysis, but wow, I'm really not into it, and that's okay. That's okay. But thank you for telling me because I definitely wouldn't have figured this out on my own. But I am not into this kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah. I think I just like things just super plain and straightforward. I guess, which is like why a movie is like that, or random TV shows. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why am I like this? I don't know, but I just, yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. So M Cow says, Wano won't be catching COVID because Theo, he's immortal. You're so hilarious. I hope Wano never catches COVID, of course. So I don't understand that. Theo is immortal. How did that happen? I didn't even catch that in the storyline. What? Okay, so I didn't even know that. Unico says MX channel. Yeah, yeah. I already said that. If you guys want to watch it, go ahead. Cherry laughing, and then hi Jennifer girlfriend. She says hi everyone. I'm not a fan of musicals. Same here, girlfriend. Even Wicked didn't fascinate me. Get out of here. So I can imagine how Chrissy feels. This is so nice that someone understands me, Jennifer. You and me. Not musical fans, and that's okay. That's okay. It's just not for us. Wano's last day of Tokyo is August 14. Get out of here. That's 1 month away. And his first European stage is August 28th in Munich, Germany. Wow. Yeah, so that's like a week and 4 days. Yeah. Yeah, but again, we don't know like what exactly he's gonna do in that week and 4 days. Like he could come back to Korea and like do more stuff, or I wonder if like he'll just go straight to Europe after finishing Japan. We don't know. We don't know. So yeah, we'll see. Just let's hope he'll be okay. Sarah says, if I'm not mistaken, the company was all for Wano playing in the musical. I think Wano said the company tried to convince him, but he always preferred not to since he thought he would be too busy. Interesting. Interesting. So if he says it like that, does that mean the company didn't care that he would be too busy and still push him to do the musical? I don't know. I don't know. I just hope that, actually, I just typical Korean companies, as long as you're able to do it, it's not like impossible, they'll make you do it. And so I don't know if that's like a good thing or not. But regardless, it's probably better to be busy than not busy, I guess. But I feel like he's working too much these days. So just hopefully, yeah, hopefully he'll be okay. Sarah says it did sound like he has a say in what he wants to do or not, at least with regards to him playing in the musical. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. But I mean, let's be real. If he says no, I don't want to do it, will everyone agree with him? Most likely not. So I'm pretty sure they like would try really hard to convince him, and most likely they were able to convince him or make him an offer that's like really really good. And then he'd be like, oh yeah, I guess, I should do as like a good, but it still doesn't feel like Wano really, really wanted to do it. It's like, um, yeah, it's just a feeling because Wano still has not said, "Oh yeah, I really wanted to do it. It's like one of my dreams to like be in a musical." He still doesn't say things like that. So, it just feels like work. It was just work. A job offer came at you. You see if it's like possible or not, and like, as long as like you're not like I don't know, like, they made room for his schedule, right? They made room for his schedule, but he's still working a lot every single day. So it's like, they don't care about how much of a break you get. So yeah, just what it seems like to me. But anyways, he's just working hard. He's just working hard. And it's July and we still don't know anything about Monster X and One's contract. Did you guys see in the news twice? All 9 members renewed with JYP, and so the thing is, their contract was expiring in October, but then we find out in July. In July, 3 months early, they all renew, and so that's what I would imagine with Monster X and Wano. Like, we should hear news about it any day now, right? But I don't know. So yeah, so it's still a very, very big mystery. What the heck is going on with their contracts too? And so why they're working so much these days? I don't know, but yeah. So let's not think about too much. Okay, let's not think about too much. Like their job is gonna take a hiatus soon, either like from when the contract ends and also when they have to go to the military. So it is gonna come to an end soon. So all this work I feel like happening right now is because they want to do as much as possible before they have to go on hiatus. So I do have this feeling, with like Wano first time doing a musical, Gion doing his solo thing for the first time and releasing this merch. It seems like it's like all things they want to put out as much as possible and then then go on break, you know what I mean? So I feel like it's like something like that, like they're not really wanting to do it, but like they just need to do this, like that kind of feeling. Okay, so yeah, so just my observation. And so anyways, it's all good. We're enjoying them here while they're still here, and so I'm not gonna like complain about anything. I just hope that everyone is just not gonna get sick or hurt. That's most important, and we'll see from there. Okay, Unico says, Chrissy, I just discovered a vlog of the cutest little Korean girl, Ruda, who is very smart and speaks very well. That's super cute. But I'm so sorry, Unico, and to everyone else here, we can't go off topic. Okay, no off topic, even though I sometimes go off topic, but Tea Talk is like we need to stick only to one of those musical, and then I do need to go because right now it's like almost 11 p.m. So side topics, leave for another day. But thank you for letting me know. But only talk about one of those musical, and then I'm gonna go. VKL says, yes, the period was set during the Black Plague. Okay, I'm glad I assumed that correctly. And the Inquisitions. Okay, the witch hunts. That's right. When they talked about like killing pagans. Now the thing is, I didn't understand the word pagan, but also I didn't understand what they were saying in Korean too. And so pagans, what is that? So like they were killing people who were sick or killing people that they thought were witches? What exactly did that mean? So yeah. So yeah, I don't even know English anymore. Even though it's my native language, I probably don't even know English anymore. And so yeah, so overall it was hard for me to understand the whole thing. VKL says, it was a time of paranoia and fear of death. That whole mood of false cheer was with the intent to set you up for the kind of gothic style ending. Okay. The ending I didn't feel like was gothic. I just felt but then again, I don't really know what exactly gothic means, but in my opinion, I thought, with like a shocking ending is that they were both gonna die. I thought like, that would be like so dramatic and like kind of makes sense because they're like kind of like fake people, I guess. So I was like, maybe they're both gonna die together. But then the ending, spoiler alert, but the ending was just them two being like, yeah, let's just live together. Not what I mean by that, like keep living together and like be happy and like I'm glad I have you, I'm glad, and that let's just, and like saying like, let's have today be our birthday, since they didn't have a real birthday. So starting today, this is gonna be our birthday, and then saying, we want to go to the lake or something, and then yeah, and so it was actually a happy ending, right? So it was a happy ending of them being like, yeah, let's just live like this for as long as possible and just be happy with each other. I was like, weird, in my opinion, kind of weird to end on such a happy note. But it was good. It was good. But the thing is, like, the whole story felt like very dark and very scary. Like I said, with like the whole Nicola like revealing himself like this like Frankenstein experiment. I'm like, wow, this is so creepy and scary. So I was really not into it. And so I really thought the ending was just gonna carry into that, but it was actually a happy ending. So I don't know. Oh, did I understand the story correctly? So I'm still so confused. It's like exhausting me just thinking about the story. So again, like because it's so what's the word? It's so abstract, I guess, so abstract and not my style anyway. So like I really still have no interest in the story, but I still want to understand what happened. But I don't think this story is very interesting to me. Does that make sense? But I still want to know. I still want to know what happened. But just not my style. Okay. Let's keep going. Sarah says, yeah, Wano and Unisong. Yeah. Unisong talked about his musical and how different it is. He talked about him taking vocal lessons since musicals require different singing techniques and the mic. Yeah, all makes sense. And Sherry says, I'm so sorry. Set in the 17th century, it was a really hard time to be alive for a lot of people. Black Plague, witch hunt, the burning people alive. Oh my gosh, and killing pagans. My gosh. I'm really glad we didn't live during that time. That must have been so scary. But what are pagans? Let me just look it up. I'm sure someone here probably explained it to me. But what is a pagan? Oh, that's a pagan? Okay, I did not know. So if anyone out there also didn't know what a pagan was, it's a person holding religious beliefs other than those of the main world religions. I did not know that. I did not know. Wow. I'm not really a native English speaking person. I really never knew what was pagan until now. Okay. Interesting. So they were killing pagans at that time too. Wow. Okay. Yeah. What a scary time. Yeah. Unico says, based on the costumes, it seems it was set during the Renaissance. I don't know if 17th century is Renaissance. I do not know anything about history. I mean, I know some history, but I'm not like I'm not well what's the word? I'm not knowledgeable of it. Yeah. So I am not sure, sadly. VKL says they don't know anymore. What do you mean they don't know anymore? What do you mean? What do you mean? Unico says maybe they were clones. Okay, they talked about being like clones, but I didn't understand that. I have no idea what. So wait. So I'm remembering now. Nicola. So he is Theo. So he's really Dr. Theo, right? And when the real Nicola died, he took his skin or something and experimented to make a new Nicola. Right. But then this new Nicola, he it's like a newborn, lab experiment, right? And so he says, you are now Theo for some reason. I don't know why he did it, but you are now Dr. Theo, and I'm gonna be Nicola now. But why? I don't understand that. I don't know how or why that happened. Alice, welcome Alice. So she says, hi, and the storyline was confusing, right? Yes, I'm glad I'm not alone. Yes, even though I was hearing it through two different languages, English and Korean, I still did not understand it. Yeah, so yeah. So anyways, hopefully you guys can help me out and help Alice out here. Where did I leave off? Okay. MCow says Nicola was reincarnated from his own flesh thanks to Theo. Okay. So I did get that part. Okay. But I don't know how Theo is being born from a test tube. Right. I don't get that. Right. VKL says basically the original Theo didn't want to be alone. He lost his mind and tried to circumnavigate death. Okay. So Theo, when he saw Nicola die, he was like, oh no, I don't want to be alone. I'm gonna reincarnate you. Is that what happened? Ooh. VKL says, no, the ending is they're accepting death. Really? What? How? Okay. Okay. If you guys remember, like anyone who saw it today or like in past times, is that they're walking. They said they were gonna go to the lake, right? And they're like, today is gonna be our birthday, and like let's just spend the rest of our our lives just doing whatever, right? Except I did not get the sense that they were gonna go die. I didn't get that sense at all. Yeah, and then after that, there's like an epilogue, right? So there was like an epilogue where like they did like random scenes that we saw during the musical. So like they just kind of was like a still shot of like the random scenes, and then they both like go leave together. I felt nothing ominous about it. I felt like it was a happy end. And man, this is why I do not like these kinds of stories. So like if I cannot have a clear understanding of it, wow, I get stressed out about it, and it makes me not like it even more. So what can we do? Cherry says, Wano Theo, who is really Nicola, died. Yes, but the original Theo cannot accept Nicola's death, so he experiments with alchemy multiple times until Wano's character comes. Wow. Okay, but I did remember vaguely them talking like that. So yeah, so I do remember them talking like this. So Wano was created. So Wano is Nicola, but then changed the identity because he's a lab experiment. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Okay, interesting. No, it's not interesting, but I mean, so sorry. So what I mean by that is that, like I'm understanding now what exactly was going on is fascinating to me, but I still don't like this story. Did you guys ever read the book Frankenstein, or maybe saw the movie Frankenstein? So I did read the book Frankenstein. I had to read it for school, but I was not into it. So yeah, so like even, this is like reminding me of Frankenstein. I really don't like the story of Frankenstein. So yeah, so this I don't like it. Yeah. Unico says, maybe it is like an Inception mind F. So I've never seen an Inception. So I don't know. I don't know how Inception works, but I feel pretty sure I'm not gonna like it. That's why I haven't seen Inception. I do not like this kind of I don't like this kind of story. Cherry says, yep, at the end they accept their fate. What? Did I miss something? It looked like a happy ending. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Really? But that's the thing. I thought they were gonna die at the end. Like, just had that feeling like, they're probably gonna die together. Like it had that feeling. But that ending, it felt happy. So I don't know anymore. VKL says musical like this is not literal. The play's creator is a Japanese playwright. I did not know that. And the writer who really liked paradoxes and the Japanese form of metaphor where by simple is complex. I do not like that. Okay, so yeah, but that's very intricate. Many people would like something like that, but I do not like that kind of thing. So good to know. That's the only reason why I don't like this musical. It's just not my thing. Yeah. MCow says, I feel like musical plots aren't as complex as Equal was. Good to know. Good to know. The thing is, I didn't think this plot was so complex. I just thought was like, like a Frankenstein kind of story. But then you guys telling me it is super complex, that makes me not like it even more. I know, so unfortunate, but it's okay. Guys, please explain to me everything. Please do. I really had no idea it was gonna be this kind of level, but yeah, interesting. I say that as in just not okay. Let me just move on. So Sarah says, why do I remember Wano talking about listening to Christmas songs even before the MTV interview? I don't know. You have good memory, I guess. It didn't surprise me when he mentioned that because I felt like he mentioned something like that before. You have amazing memory. I personally do not remember him saying something like that unless it was like super short, maybe like super briefly mentioned, but it wasn't mentioned often. So like these days he mentions it often, so I think that's like more in our memory. But like if he did mention it in the past, maybe it was just like briefly, and like again, your memory is pretty impressive, and so yeah, so maybe that could be it. But yeah, but I think right now he's like mentioning it like almost all the time, which I think is very interesting. Yeah. Cherry says, I can't remember if he said it before, but I know he loves Christmas and really enjoys Christmas songs. Yeah. Cherry says, no news at all, Chrissy. That's what's confusing me so much about the contracts and stuff. Yeah, so like when I saw the Twice news today, I'm just like, man. But first off, JYP Entertainment is not the best. GOT7 all left. Okay, so like they're not the best, but I want to believe because they knew Twice is their moneymaker, and like they're like, yeah, we want to keep Twice, and most likely gave them a good deal. And so yeah, to be 3 months early saying they all want to renew, Yeah, JYP Entertainment. You should. So yeah. So then, why Monster X and Wano is nothing like them? Because Starship is terrible. We already know this. We're still waiting. We're still waiting. By the way, Minhyuk wrote on Fan Cafe yesterday saying that he's resting, and so he took the subway to go somewhere, and so he rested yesterday. And I'm like, it's very rare when they say they actually had a rest day. So it seems like they're not working all the time, which is good, I guess. But then is that an indication of like their work ending soon? I don't know. I don't know. It's really confusing. Yeah. Yeah, and then whenever they post about anything is confusing. So Jennifer says Wano had V Live on December 25th and he played a lot of Christmas songs and enjoyed saying, I cannot remember he did that on Christmas. You guys have really good memory, or most likely I have very bad memory, which is more true about me, but I cannot remember him doing that on Christmas. What's wrong with me? Why can't I remember that? But yeah, but he's so sweet as always. Yeah. Sarah says, if we think about it, his schedule wouldn't have been as packed and busy if his comeback was as planned. That's true, Sarah. That's true. We talked about this. His comeback should have been in May. Should have been in May, and he would have been fine. Yes. The company postponing his comeback made everything more difficult for him. Exactly. Why did the company do him dirty like this? But this is not the first time they do him dirty like this, as we know. So yeah. Who knows? Who knows what's going on back there? Unico says, yeah, you guys explained to me pagans. Thanks, you guys. I don't know why I never knew it until now, but again, I swear English is my native language, but there were many things in English, of course, that I don't know. Okay, so Unico says, pagans, yeah, we're people of a different faith, like the Celtics, who worship multiple gods instead of just one god. Thanks for explaining. And then Cherry says, yeah, thanks, you guys for explaining. Let me just read it in my, oh no, I'll just say it out loud to anyone else that doesn't know. So pagans are people who worship the nature, believe that it is sacred, and that natural cycles of birth growth. How do you guys know this? What? You got, wow. Okay, so yeah, natural cycles of birth, growth, and death observe the world around us, carry profoundly spiritual meanings. Got it. And then VKL says, Gothic styling, stories like Frankenstein or poems like The Raven. I wouldn't say the ending is happy, more like they are happy for now. VKL, you are deep, and I appreciate that. And like it's very cool that you can like give me this insight that I can never figure out on my own. So thank you very much. And so that's right. Endings like that is happy for now. Interesting. And so the ending of Equal was like that, happy for now. Right. I didn't think about that. Like it felt happy. I only thought of like the service level, I guess. It felt happy. Nothing serious happened. But yeah, thinking deeper into it is that they're only happy for now. Interesting, but I'm still not interested. It's just I'm very thankful for you guys to help me out to understand it more. So thanks, you guys. But it's very okay that I still don't like it, but still thanks for explaining everything to me. Sarah says, yeah, he loves Christmas songs. He mentioned that several times, but for some reason I wasn't surprised when he said he plays Christmas songs when working out. Sarah, you are just the ultimate Wano bias, as we know. Just you do you, girlfriend. Yeah, you're definitely, what's the word, like a unique person, as you know. Yeah. Fatine, welcome. Fatine says, I'm not watching Equal yet. Okay, but I hope you're okay with all the spoiler. Okay. But from what you explained, it's something heavy to us to think about. Indeed. So I didn't think it was that deep to think about while I was watching it, but everyone is telling me these things, and I'm just like, wow. So it is actually kind of deep. But it depends on the person if you could think about it deeply or not. But for me personally, it was like really not my thing and really confusing. And so I think it's just me that I just really like to see things straightforward, and so this musical is not like that. And it makes you guys think. Yeah, it makes me think, but I still don't really like it, but it's all good. Yeah. Cherry says, usually Renaissance is referred to the 15th and 16th century because it was the time of revival of knowledge and art. You guys are history buffs. Thank you for teaching me. I did not know any of this. Okay, I learned it in school, of course I did, but I only learned it, just to ace the test. But then after that, I forget about it. So yeah, that's my style of studying. And so I don't recommend it. Sorry, guys, I don't be good students, guys. And so anyways, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, it feels like my first time knowing it because I forgot about it. Yeah. Anyways, Unico says, a lot of the holidays were originally pagan holidays like Halloween and Al Samhain. I don't know that holiday, but good to know Halloween was a pagan holiday. Fascinating. MCal says new reincarnated Nicola would die of shock when he found out from Theo reincarnated him. And then Theo would just bring him back and try to erase his memory so he doesn't die of shock and truth. Yeah, so I saw something like that happen in the musical, right? Right. So I was wondering what was going on. Okay. So that's what he was doing. Okay. Man, that's so confusing. But okay, good to know. Okay. Sarah says, Sarah, every time when you quote me, you always make it funny when I don't think it's funny. But yeah, Sarah, that's exact. Yeah. Okay, interesting. No, it's not interesting. Yeah. Just I just want to be clear that I don't find it interesting. Even though I say it's interesting, but it's just I'm interested to finally understand it. So that's what I mean to say. I find it interesting that I understand it, but I don't think it's to my style. I think I should say it like that. That I don't think it's to my style. Yeah. Okay. But thank you for understanding me. If you guys can understand me. Okay. Moving on. Cherry laughing. Yes. Cherry says the musical is also about how we should accept life and death. How cheating death can have consequences. I have read many stories or like TV shows and stuff that are like that. And yeah. That's a nice thing to do. Yeah, you cannot control fate, and also you cannot control life and death. Yeah. So that was yeah, that's spoiler alert. Like, when suddenly what's her name? The bakery girl. What's her name? It started with the M, but I forgot her name. So like when the bakery girl suddenly died, right? And so I was like, and then seeing how other things were like playing out and stuff, I'm like, interesting. And so that was like, so that was the first death we hear in the musical, right? And so that's when I felt like, things are gonna be going a certain way, and then so I did not expect Equal Musical to really be this dark. I consider this kind of a dark theme, and so I totally was not expecting it to be this dark. And so I don't know if it would have been better for me if I prepared for that or not, because I legit did not know anything about the story before watching it. So everything to me was like for the first time. And but this is the type of thing as I'm not interested in. I don't like to I just don't enjoy it. But since Wano was in it, I'm only interested to know about it because Wano was in it. Yeah, if he was not in this musical, I wouldn't care at all. And but I do appreciate you guys helping me. And so yeah, just FYI, thank you, Wano. Okay, thank you, Wano, for like introducing this to us and like having my experience with it. But even if I don't like it, it's okay. This is all a new experience for me too. And yeah, just fascinating. Okay, moving on. Sarah says it made me laugh so much. I am so glad to make you guys laugh. I did not think that was so funny, but I'm glad you guys are laughing. I'm glad to hear that. And then Cherry says Chrissy is so funny without even knowing it, like Nunu Bear. First off, I am not as funny as Nunu Bear, so that's a very, very high compliment. But thank you very much. But you guys are very nice. Stop it. But thank you. Lulu, hey girlfriend. I don't know when you joined in, but Lulu. So Lulu says hi. All I thought I would quickly pop in, and yeah, if you can't stay for the whole time, it's okay. That revelation that Theo resurrected Nicola, and then gaslighting him to think he was Theo was the craziest part of the play. Right. That was most surprising. I do have to agree. That was most surprising. I didn't think that was where the story was going to turn, because first Nicola, he was like kind of sad about Theo, not returning home in time for dinner or something, and so he went out. And except when he went out, he got those things on his skin. So like I don't know what kind of sickness Nicola has, but his sickness is because of resurrecting Theo, and so anyway, so yeah, so it kept going for the worse, right? So it kept going downhill, and then revealing that I am actually Theo and you are Nicola. And it was just like this is nuts. Okay, it was nuts, but it was still too dark for me. So it was like really, I was like, what's going on? I don't like this. So as the story progressed on, it didn't make me like it. It kept making me like this kind of story, except the ending I felt a little bit better, because I thought was kind of a happy ending, right? So I thought it was, so I at least felt a little bit better at the end. But I still had the assumption that they most likely are going to die together one day. And so that's like how the ending felt as well. I can understand about them dying one day, and that's not super sad. It's not super sad. It's like the friendship between the two of them is actually a big part of the story too. Now that I think about it, right? I mean, we only see the two of them the whole entire time, even though they talk about other girls that they liked, but yeah, but at the end, it was about them two and their friendship, and how much real Theo loved Nicholas so much to want to resurrect him. That's saying a lot. I don't know if that's really love. No, it is. You really, yeah, but to the point of like kind of maybe a little bit too obsessive love, I guess. Like you want to cheat death, right? To want to cheat death, that's really really a little bit too crazy, I guess. And so, but in the end, they are happy with each other, right? So that for me personally, I still see that as a happy ending if they are happy with each other, even though Theo is a fake person, right? But yeah, most important, happiness, definitely. So yeah, so that's the end of like all the deep thinking about it. I personally would like to think of the ending that way. I think that at least is like the only part of the story that I can be okay with. Yeah, so yeah. Um Uh, Sarah says, "Yeah, I saw the Twice news too. Why can't we have clear news about MX is beyond me?" Yeah, Sarah. So like, with every K-pop group, whether they renew or end their contracts, like Card, guys, did you see that news too? Card was announced that they renew their contract for 3 more years. So like, anyways, that's how it usually is. Like the news article about renewing or not renewing, it's just very clear cut. This is what happened, blah blah blah, right? But then on May 9th, when that random article came out, but it's not like clear cut news, and then the members themselves still have never mentioned anything about it. So that's why I'm like, is this article really legit or not? And I don't know. It could have just been thrown out there just to create noise, And so yeah, so anyways, when are we gonna get clear cut news, right? We should be getting it any day now, but we still don't know. Yeah, I know. Isn't this ridiculous? And then our fan club membership, Weenie and Monbebe, what the heck is going on? We all don't know. And this is ridiculous, right? This is not normal. Of course, this is not normal. So I feel very sorry for all of us. Why we have to deal with this crap? I don't know. So let's not think about it. Like I keep saying, I don't want to think about it because it stresses me out. I'm sure it stresses you guys out. Let's not think about it. Let's just take it one day at a time. Yeah. Moving on. Cherry says, by the way, can we just talk about cuteness overload? That was close special video. Okay, we could talk about it very briefly. So, FYI, I only saw like the first 20 seconds. I think only the first 20 seconds. So, of course, I wanted to watch it. I love the song Close, but this is just me. This is just me, okay? I don't know why I'm so honest today, but I'm never gonna lie to you guys, okay? So like when I saw the first 20 seconds, it was so cheesy. I love Wano. Everyone remember, I love him so much, but the first 20 seconds was so cheesy for me. I'm like, Wano, I'm so sorry. I need to watch this when I'm in the mood. Okay, so like when I need to be in the mood to be okay to watching something super cheesy. So I love him so much, but there's only so much cheese about him that I can handle. And so you guys definitely love him more than me. We know this, guys. Okay, you guys love him more than me. Of course, you'll love to see him be cheesy. Of course, you would. Okay, and so I totally understand you guys loving it, but for me personally, as much as I love Wano, I need to like be in the right mood to watch his cheesy stuff, and this is one of them. And so once I feel ready, I'm gonna watch that music video, and then I'll talk to you guys about it. So I just want to mention that first, and I'm sure it was super cute, but I'll prepare myself first, and then we'll talk about it after I'm ready to watch it. Okay. Sarah says, so true. She often says things that are so funny. I don't think so. Okay, but again, I'm my worst critic. Okay, I really don't think I'm that hilarious of a person. But if you guys find me funny, that's so sweet. Okay, that's so sweet. This is why we're friends. Okay, so like, thank you for finding me funny. That's a very high compliment. Thanks, guys. Okay, Cherry says, because slave ship, you know it. I like that nickname for them. Slave ship indeed. Cherry says, yep. And then Lulu says, I watched Wano the first week, July 6th, and then later July 10th. How would you compare a girlfriend? His voice got stronger with every performance. I'm glad to hear that. I will try to see him again in August to see how it ends. Wait, Lulu, do you mean you're gonna go to Japan? Or do they have online stream? Are you gonna go to Japan? Girlfriend, really? But everyone, as I always say, always be careful. Oh, get out of here. Hold on. Wait, okay, okay, I'm so sorry. Someone in Mazda X posted 48 minutes ago. Who are you? I am? Interesting. He rarely posts on Fan Cafe. So anyways, I am decides to join us. So first thing is that he just posts that emoji, right? And then these random photos of him. Where is that from? I don't know. Where is that from? Is that from USA? Maybe. Right? Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's it. That's it. Oh, and then he wrote an ending comment. Uh, they are a little bit different. A little. Yeah, about the photos, I assume. Okay. Anyway, so that's I am. But then Jew Honey also posted on Instagram 36 minutes ago. What is going on? They 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 don't. They always have weird timing. Okay, so anyways, I do assume. Sorry. I was gonna assume USA, but this thing I have seen only in Korea, so I want to assume that's Korea. But what comment did he write here? These are old photos of him. So he said, like, when was it? I can't remember, but it's a hip hop like season of his. And so yeah, so I assume maybe when he was like a rookie or something. Oh, cute. Okay, but yeah, but this like tornado potato thing is a Korean thing. At least I've only seen it in Korea. And also he posts on his Insta story. What is that? What is that? K dance, we them boys. He's probably just like supporting his friends, I guess. Okay. Thanks, Jew Honey. So yeah, Jew Honey joining us was nice. Okay. I mean, not that I am joining us was nice, but I mean, I am is always like super random. But I love them all. I love them all. Lovely for them to join us. Okay. Did anything else happen? Nothing else happened, right, guys? Oh my gosh. No. Okay, we good. Okay, we good. Okay. Why did I decide to look at my phone? Oh God, I don't remember. But yeah, but Lulu, update us. Yeah, if you plan to see it in August, like what's gonna happen, let us know. Sherry says, I have always known who pagans are also because I'm so sorry. I missed your comment. I have always known who pagans are also because I love history. Makes sense. Sherry, did I mention this to you? History is my worst subject in school. So that's why I don't remember those things. Like I remember vaguely, but I just because I have no interest in it, I just forget about it. So yeah, what can we do? But you guys can help me with the history stuff. Thanks. Okay. Lulu says, have a good night, day, and you too, buddy. Sad you couldn't stay for the rest of the time, but yeah, see you next time, buddy. Sarah says, it's already 2 months since May 14th. Yes, girlfriend, and still nothing. This is ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. So usually K-pop girls' contract expires before their debut date. But what is going on with MX and Wano? I don't know, guys. Yeah. Let's not stress about it. I know it's crazy, but we'll complain about it every so often, of course, but we just have to try to ignore it because it's ridiculous. Yeah. Cherry says, I love a gothic ending. Sometimes it's the right ending for the characters, even though we don't like it. Interesting. Cherry says, I know, like, give us something. Yeah. Sarah says, please, it's about time we know what is going on. Right? I don't know when. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Cherry says, I went in blind without reading the synopsis. Yeah, I did too. I enjoy the plot line. I am a sucker for fantasy stories. I get really invested. And this is totally your style. So good to know. Cherry says, yeah, how long do we have to wait to know? I wonder too. I know. So yeah, I totally understand, guys. But for now, we know at least Wano is busy until September, but the MX guys, we're not sure what's going on with them. So I don't know. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Oh. Cherry says Marietta. I do believe that's her name. That sounds familiar. Marietta. Yeah. And so yeah, that was no, that was an interesting thing that happened. Sailor Moon. Welcome, Sailor Moon. Love the name. So Sailor Moon says hi. Nicholas Flamel. That's right. Because you just reminded me because of Harry Potter. So FYI, I did read all the Harry Potter books and I saw the movies. So that's right. So wait. I thought the name Nicholas Flamel was made up in the Harry Potter story. Get out of here. So it's a real person who invented the Philosopher's Stone? Is it, guys? Or the equal storyline, did they take that character and the Philosopher's Stone from Harry Potter? Oh, okay. So So with the Philosopher's Stone, you can get gold, but also the elixir of immortality. In the end, they accept their death. So are you telling me that like Nicola was trying to be like Voldemort? Okay. Yeah, okay, fascinating. And so yeah, and then in the end they accept their death. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. So because okay. Now I'm trying to remember the other parts of the story is that Nicola had to always like do some kind of potion or some kind of thing to keep them both alive, right? And so he kept doing that to keep them alive, but then now he's decided, no, I'm not going to do it anymore. So we're just going to die together eventually, right? So is that what happened? Am I understanding correctly? Yeah, Marietta, yes. And then Sarah says it's up to Starship. It seems like forever. Yeah, guys, this is not normal what's going on. So sadly, we can't even guess what's going on, and hopefully we'll get answers soon. That's all we can hope for now. Cherry says they're dragging their legs. That's right. Gian's on her cut. Hey, girlfriend. I think we're almost done talking, no, honestly, but then again, you came like, okay, keep talking, okay, keep talking, okay, so keep talking, okay, so Gianzanaka says, I was busy running around doing housework, so I totally missed that you were live. Don't worry, buddy, but then did you watch Equal, though? So if you didn't, don't worry about it. Gianzanaka says, I've given up on the hope of getting clear-cut news anytime soon, to be honest. Yeah, I'm totally the same. Cherry says, until and unless the members say something or Starship makes a statement, I won't believe in any articles. I'm the same, Cherry. I'm the exact same. All right. Same. Gianzanaka says, that's where we're totally different. I love girlfriend, you are not only a bigger Gion bias fan than me, you are a bigger Wano fan than me. Of course you are. And so she says, I loved Wano's cheesiness in the special video. To each their own. But then in general, I don't like cheesy things. I think I've said this many times in the past. And so yeah, I do have a limit. Some cheesy things I do like, but usually I don't like it. And so yeah. But Wano's cheese is not terrible, but I just need to prepare for it. Yeah, that's the thing. I just need to be in the right mood for it. So hopefully soon. I hope so soon because I like the song, but cheese overpowers me liking the song, and so I'll watch it eventually and we'll talk about it more then. Cherry says we are talking purely about Wano, so someone from Monster X had to pop up. Got that right. But then again, we did see Wano's tweet, so we did see Wano show up, but ain't that funny when MX pops up at this moment? Yeah, that's hilarious. Sarah says, if I'm not wrong, live stream will be available to the Japanese dates. Get out of here. Cool. So Lulu, she's so intense. She wants to see it a third time, but seeing him in Japan, she's so intense. I love it though. I love it. I'll consider it. I wonder if actually, why am I considering it? I don't even like this musical to begin with. Okay, no. I was just thinking only for Wano, but I think I have a limit. And so anyways, so cool. Excuse me, Sarah says hi. Cherry says, Juhani is the cutest as always. And Kiyazaraka says hi. Unico says, the clips of Moonbin and his sister Moonsua performing Candy in My Ear. Yes, I've seen that. I think we saw it together. Get out of here. 4 million views in one channel. And the other channel has over 2 million views. And she is one of them. I've been watching it repeatedly. If you like it, all good. I do think it's still a little bit creepy because they're real siblings, but it was a good performance. They're both K-pop singers. Of course, they do it well, but just fascinating. Yeah. Unico says she DM me about what? What'd you DM me? What did you DM me? Oh my gosh, what is this? Oh my gosh, get out of here. Okay, so she changed her wallpaper because it was wait, what did you say? It was too cute not to. Okay, is this from the close music video? Because yeah, as I said, I haven't seen it yet, but oh my gosh, how cute is that? That's super cute. A very cute wallpaper as well. How cute is that? I'm sure this is such a cute music video, but but just from this photo, even from this photo, girlfriend, I could feel the cheese. I feel the cheese. So I need to really prepare for that cheese because if I don't prepare for it, like FYI, why I need to prepare for it. If I don't prepare for it, I'm not gonna like it. You know what I mean? So I need to prepare appropriately to accept all the cheese and not dislike it. You know what I mean, guys? Because I usually dislike it, and so I can do it. So once I'm ready and when I can watch it, yeah, we could talk about it. Sarah says, I love the special video. One was so cute and so sweet and cute. Of course he is. And Cherry says, get out of here. She said English, history, and social studies were her best subjects. You just said the top 3 subjects that I am worst at. So we're basically opposite academic students, I guess, but what can we do? So you can help me with what I'm bad at, and I can help you what you're bad at. Like, but I don't know, are you really bad at the other subjects? But I was really good at math, so I am really good at math. I'm good at foreign languages. What else? What else was I good at? What else was I good at? But I know for sure English, history, social studies, those are my worst. What other subjects are there besides math? Foreign language? What else did I take? Wow, how come I can't think of what other subjects I took in school? What's wrong with me? Science. Okay, I was okay in science. Yeah, I was okay in science. Yeah, so basically, my brain is really good at like academic stuff, but not really. Sorry, not academic. Sorry. What do you call that? So not liberal. What's the opposite of liberal? You know what I mean? Okay. So I'm like kind of nerdy. Yeah. I was like kind of nerdy, and so I'm really good at like things that are very clear and like just following a formula or something. Yeah. Anyways, you guys we're like trying to what's the word, like trying to analyze each other's brains. Okay, so let's keep going. Cherry says, I know it's so cute. And Fatine says, I am photos that he posted on Fan Cafe was maybe when he recorded distance live clip. I did not see that either. Was that released already? I thought it wasn't released yet, but yeah, guys, I'm super late on everything. Okay, so yeah, there's lots of things I didn't see. Mon channel stuff, and also any of their solo stuff. Yeah, so I am with distance. I'll watch them eventually. I don't know when. Eventually, yeah, but I'll update you guys about my life soon. But guys, I am gonna go to the Equal musical venue hopefully soon, because I did get a lot of orders to help people get the offline merch, and so I decided that it's okay for me to go, even though I still feel a bit wary about it, because of COVID, and also it's kind of far away from my house. But then I charged the appropriate fee that I felt was appropriate for people. If they really want this merch, if they're okay with this fee, then I'll go. And like many people are still okay with my fees, and I'm like, okay, then I'll go ahead and go. And so, but anyways, I am very curious about how the venue looks like as well. And so I feel like if I want to go anyway, I can also help people get merch there. You know what I mean? And like make money from it. You know what I mean? And so yeah, but I still feel wary. The thing is, I still feel wary, but I still am curious how it is. And so anyways, I plan to tweet that out on Creatine Twitter. So when I go there, I'll tweet about my experience going there. I'm not going to see the musical. I'm just tweeting the experience of going there, buying merch, and how everything looks like. And yeah, you guys will see me tweet about it, and then we'll talk about it another time. Cherry says it is okay. It is okay. You guys are so much like what's the word, more observant than me. But then again, I didn't see that distance clip, so that's probably why I didn't think that. And so thanks you guys for clarifying for me. So it's from distance. Good to know. Unico says, I think it is based on the outfit. What outfit? Oh, and then Cherry says, Chrissy, are you a Potterhead? I used to be. So the books came out when I was in middle school. So like me and all my classmates in middle school, we of course were so into it. Okay. And then when the movies came out, I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to go see the movies, blah, blah, blah. So it was, it was like basically my childhood as well. And so so I was into Harry Potter, but after like, I don't know, after the last movies, so that was like the last thing of like anything new from Harry Potter. After that, I'm just like, I'm not interested. After the story is over, and like, after everything is over and like not doing anything more about Harry Potter, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. But I would like to go see how Harry Potter Land is. Where is it? But whatever the Harry Potter theme park is, I would be very curious to go, but I'm not like super geeky over it. So like, to compare, I'm more geeky over Pokemon more than Harry Potter. So yeah, that's like to compare. And guys, I still haven't found Pokemon bread yet. So my friend told me there's a way to get the Pokemon bread, but it's too difficult. So I'm so sad about that. So I'm hoping once it's more easy to get Pokemon bread, I'll get it. But I just don't understand why Korea is still so crazy about Pokemon bread. Like, when will they give me a chance to find my Pokemon bread? And so yes, just FYI about, what things I like. Okay. Cherry says Nicholas Flamel is an actual person. Get out of here. Get out of here. Good to know. Good to know. Cherry says he was a French scribe. Okay. Okay. Cherry says, I know he was an alchemist for sure. Get out of here. What? Okay, okay. So wow. So he experimented with alchemist and then alchemy, and then he made a philosopher's stone. And wow, that's a little bit creepy, but that's cool that he's actually a real person. Cherry says, okay, she Googled it. Nicholas Flamel was a 17th century French scribe. Your memory is so crazy, but also thank you for telling me that this is actually a real thing. Wow. Kiyazaki says, I wanted to watch Equal, but when I saw that it was so expensive, I know even the live stream is expensive. I agree. I've been spending a lot of months already, so I decided not to. It's totally understandable. As long as you're okay with all the spoilers I just said in this video, and whatever questions you want to have for us, feel free to ask away. But personally, for me, I was not a huge fan of the musical. Just because I'm not a fan of musicals to begin with, and I am not interested in this story. But Wano did great. I thought it was so interesting seeing him be a musical actor for the first time. So I thought it was super interesting. And I saw him act with Sejun from Victon. So I also thought it was really nice to see them act together. And it was overall fine. It was overall fine. I care more about Wano than, me liking the musical. So it was all good. But yeah, this is definitely not even for Wano. I will not see this a second time. Not even. Yeah. What can I do? What can we do? But no regrets seeing it at least one time. And yeah, it was cool. Unico says Nicholas Flamel was a French scribe and manuscript seller who developed a reputation as an alchemist, believed to have created and discovered the Philosopher's Stone and have thereby achieved immortality. But of course, he didn't achieve it, right? And so it feels like his story is like a myth, and that's why I guess was in the Harry Potter story and then also in the Equal story. Fascinating. That's all I have to say. Fascinating. Kianzanaka says, Chrissy, you didn't like the musical? Yeah. I just explained it like a few minutes ago, so I want to assume you heard it. Sailor Moon says, exactly. Flamel, yes, he really existed, but romanticized by J.K. Rowling and many more before her. Good to know. Good to know. Thanks, you guys, for telling me. Cherry says, yes, it is from Close. Yeah. And then Unico says, yeah, your wallpaper. Yeah, that's what I said. Yes, thanks for clarifying. And Unico says, according to Wikipedia, all good. Cherry says, I think if I remember correctly, Nicholas Flamel was branded what word is that? Heretic? What does that mean? Person believing in or practicing religious hearsay. Wow. Yeah, seems like he would be, given he was an alchemist. Yeah. Cherry says, my best was definitely English. I mean, given you love to read so much, I'm not surprised. Like, this is why I still always don't like reading and why I didn't like English class. Yeah. And she says, my best friend and I competed against each other for the top marks. Oh my gosh, y'all competitive. We were always a mark up and down. Oh my gosh. Fun competition, I want to assume, but interesting. Yeah. So you guys basically are like good at the subjects that I'm not good at, but that means we have like that type of brain. You know what I mean? So like, fascinating. Yeah. But anyways, very fascinating. I am good at math and science, but I don't have a career in math and science because I knew I wouldn't like that type of career. But for some reason, I was really good at it at school. Okay. Yeah. Moving on. Sarah says, by the way, did the tickets for the live streaming of Wano's fan meeting went on sale? No, it didn't. It is still not on sale yet. It is July 12th. His fan meeting is on July 30th. So Wano mentioned this in the Vibe Party Room because a fan that he was talking during the Vibe Party Room, the fan says, oh, yeah. So he asked her, hey, are you going to come to my fan meeting? And except she's in Canada. She's like, oh, no, I'm not able to go. But the thing is, the live streaming ticket, it's still not out yet. And then Wano was like, oh, yeah, I don't know anything about that either. And I'm just like, of course you don't know anything about it, Wano. And so he's just like, yeah, but anyways, yeah. See you in the family one day, and then that's when he said, like, hope to like go to. Is that when he's? I don't know. I do remember him saying to a Canadian fan that he was talking about that I'm gonna try and like hopefully go to Canada one day and see you guys. So yeah, but yeah, we're not sure if he's gonna go to other countries. I still want to believe he is gonna go to USA, but apparently he is not sure about it anymore. So yeah, we'll wait and see. Oh yeah, and then she says, "Oh, I missed it, or did Highline forget about it?" No, you did not miss anything. We are all still waiting for when they're gonna announce the streaming tickets for his fan meeting. Ridiculous. I know what's going on. I don't know either, but yeah. Ridiculous. Sarah says, I loved biology. Get out of here. And art in school. I also enjoyed history classes. Wow, wow, so interesting. But thank you for reminding me. Art. The thing is, sadly, I was not good at art. Yeah. I'm not an artistic person. So also like the liberal arts, I was not good at that. But yeah, but biology, I like biology, but it was not my strong point. So I was okay with biology, but once it got more complex, that's when I couldn't do it anymore. Like chemistry too. Like chemistry was easy in the beginning for me, but then once it got more complex, I'm like, yeah, this is not for me anymore. Physics was the same thing. So like physics was fine in the beginning, and then once it got more, yeah. So that's the thing. So like I'm only good with like the basic stuff, I guess. But then once it gets like super super complicated, like calculus as well, like calculus actually from the beginning I think calculus was very difficult, but in general I was able to get the concept of calculus. But then as it got more and more difficult, like 3D graphs, no thank you. Okay, so did anyone ever take calculus? But yeah, it was so difficult. How did I even pass the class? I don't know how I passed the class, but I somehow did. And just, yeah, that's when it got too difficult for me. So yeah, so even though those are my best subjects, but I do have a limit, and that's why I do not have a career in math and science. So yeah, there we go. Um Unico says, why would it be difficult to get a Pokemon bread? Since you asked, if you would like for me to explain to you. So the convenience stores that sell Pokemon bread, they get it in their new stock every day, right? So they get it as new stock every day because it's a bread thing. It's a bread snack. So of course it has to be restocked every few days, right? So when it gets restocked, they only give it to they only give 2 Pokemon bread to a convenience store. Can you believe this? So maybe if it's a super big convenience store, maybe they'll give like 5, I guess, maybe. But then my friend tells me usually it's like only 2. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So they give only 2 because everyone wants it so much, right? So I guess they want to like still make it like popular, and so they only limit convenience stores to have only 2. Okay, so they restock only 2, and so but when they restock it, like there are some people that actually wait for that restock and then buy those 2 Pokemon bread instantly once it's restocked, and I cannot be that kind of person. Okay, so I just have to be very very lucky if I do like go to the convenience store right when they restock a Pokemon bread. What are the chances of that happening, right? And so I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. But yeah, that's the only way to get the Pokemon bread. Isn't this ridiculous? Why freaking this company making this Pokemon bread? But it's just to keep the hype up about Pokemon bread and still making people want it so much, But I personally wanted it before it was popular because I love Pokemon. And so whatever. So yeah, that's the struggle, sadly, of still Pokemon bread. And who knows when that day will come when I finally find my Pokemon bread. Can I show you guys a photo? Like I have a photo. So I took this photo at the convenience store because they always have this shown there because that's where they put their Pokemon bread. Except every time when I check it there's never Pokemon bread because it's already sold out. And so that's how their little sign looks like, okay, about having Pokemon bread. And it shows here all the different types of Pokemon bread that's being sold. I've only found the Team Rocket one. And so except for that, I want to find the rest of the other Pokemon breads, but how can I when they only restock 2 at one time and someone like grabs it right when it restocks? So the struggle, I know the struggle. So I just keep that photo just to remember like the types of Pokemon bread that I haven't tried yet. Wish me luck, y'all. Wish me luck. I'm like I kind of gave up, but I'm always wanting to hopefully find it one day. That's what I mean. So I'm not gonna like, you know, stake out a convenience store right when they restock. That's way too intense for me, but I'm having hope that I'll get lucky one day. Okay, so Gianzonarka says, I'm totally a Harry Potter geek. Oh, and if I ever get a chance to go to the Harry Potter park, I'm going. It's on my bucket list. I see. So you are totally a big fan of Harry Potter, which is totally good. But yeah, I'm interested to go to the Harry Potter park. But if I never go there in my lifetime, is not a big deal to me. And so you, buddy, if you're such a big fan, you better go one day. So good luck, buddy, and let us know once you ever can go. Zainab, happy to see you again. Hi, Zainab. So Zainab says, do you guys like Fantastic Beasts? I have never seen it. I think it's related to Harry Potter, but I'm not sure. But do you guys recommend it? given I think you guys kind of know my taste in like shows and stuff, but like but the thing is I'm kind of over Harry Potter storyline. So like I still am okay with it, but only because it was back when I was a teenager and stuff. And so I liked as a teenager, but I'm still not interested in Harry Potter now as a in my 30s, and so I'm not sure if I will like Fantastic Beasts at my age right now. That's what I mean. But anyway, so I welcome you guys recommendations, sorry, suggestions or not, if I should watch it. Yeah. Giazanaka says, it's okay, and it's in the Potter universe. But okay, that's what I thought. Fantastic Beasts. Okay. But honestly, what I love most about Harry Potter are the main characters and their friendships. So I don't really care about Fantastic Beasts. Interesting. So yeah, you mainly like it for the three main characters, yeah, and their friendship together and their journeys together. I totally understand. So you like that more so than the Harry Potter story, I guess. Okay, so for me personally, yeah, I like their friendship as well, but I was also very curious about the whole story about Harry, you know his whole history, like the boy who lived, you guys know. Okay, so like his whole story and then how he would defeat Voldemort at the end. I was very curious about that. And so I don't know, I still can't remember if I'm satisfied with the ending of Harry Potter or not. I mean, it was just a happy ending. That's the thing, it was just a happy ending. Nothing too much about it. I don't know, but like it didn't leave like a deep impact on me. But it was just a fine childhood thing that I experienced, and like Harry Potter was super big when I was a child. So yeah, I just think of it as just a nostalgic memory, but it's not as high as Pokemon, as you guys know how much I want to find this Pokemon bread. Uh, Sarah says, "Oh my gosh, the picture Wano uploaded on his Insta story is so cute. Thank you for telling me. I still do not get notified of his Insta stories. I get notified of his Insta lives. I don't know why. I have this magical power that I'll tweet it whenever he goes Insta live, but I never get notified about his Insta story. Oh, get out of here. Oh, wait. Okay, so this is from 22 hours ago. So that was sorry, that was when I think that was when the video was uploaded. Was it 22 hours ago? But that's kind of a funny coincidence. And I did not know his profile picture changed to that. But Wano, I'm so sorry, I haven't seen the music video yet. But it seems like he must really like it, and so it's not cute. So yeah, that's his profile picture. And then it's with him and Sejun. Okay, wait. Let me see what he wrote there. He wrote, oh yeah, just sorry. He just wrote that, yeah, today is the last concert with Sejun. I still can't believe it's the last one. And then and then and then he, sorry, that was an ad. And then he wrote on the bottom there, today it is our birthday. Get out of here. So that's in reference to the sorry, this ad. Okay, so that's in reference to, if you guys have seen the Equal musical, so that's in reference to at the ending where Theo, Theo says that, oh, today let's have it be our birthday. Yeah, and so that's, oh my gosh, hold on, let me read it again just to make sure. Wait, where are you, Wano? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh my gosh, well, I can't believe he changed his profile picture. I didn't know that until now. And so yeah, so he just wrote, yeah, our birthday is today. That's how he wrote it in Korean. How sweet is that? Can I say something, guys? Yeah, it's kind of a funny coincidence, but July 12th, is the day that my business, my K-Shopper, which is now Creatine Entertainment Group. I mean, I still use both names. So my business that I created was on today, July 12th. So yeah, so it's technically the birthday of my business. Yeah. And so usually I would have a party, because I did do like a party live last year to celebrate the anniversary of my occasion hour. But today, still so busy. And also I didn't do it intentionally, that I wanted to see Wano's Equal musical today on my business anniversary. It was not intentional, but I just remembered later on. It's like, oh wait, today is the anniversary of when I opened my business. So guys, yeah, so today is their character's birthday, I guess, even though they do the musical on other days. But I do think it was very interesting that he says like today it's our birthday. So I don't know, that's like kind of sweet. And so anyways, yeah, today is also technically my business birthday. So yeah, so I've been doing my KHR business for 5 years now. 5-year-old business. Can you believe it, guys? I can't believe it. How have I been doing this business for 5 years? But the 5 years flew. Legit, it just flew. I still can't believe I've been able to like maintain my living with my own business for 5 years and still going fine. Isn't that crazy? So anyways, anyways, Yeah, it's still July 12th right now, so just happy birthday to all of us, and to anyone out there whose real birthday is July 12th, happy birthday to you too. Um, yeah, yeah. Okay. So guys, we're gonna wrap it up, okay? Because it's almost midnight. So let's wrap it up. So I think we're almost done with these topics. No more off track. I know. I said that, but like stop going off topic. But yeah, just some of these topics is kind of interesting, and it kind of sorry, it kind of happened because of talking about the musical. So, anyways, I think we're good. Did we clarify everything about the storyline? So did I know right? Did I get everything? I'm not sure if I still honestly. I'm not sure that I really still understand the story, but I feel like you guys helped me understand it way more than before I talked with you guys. So yeah. Maybe we'll save it for another time when like I can like digest it more, and we could like talk about it maybe more in depth another time. Maybe if like more people have seen the musical by then. Um, Anyways, I think this is fine to end the topic here. It's all good. Okay. So yeah, wrapping up, guys. We're gonna wrap it up. Cherry says it was a fun competition for sure. Okay. We read a lot of books together. How sweet is that? Love it. So fun competition and it's through reading. Love it. Cherry says I met all my best friends through books. How sweet is that? How sweet is that? Especially you love books so much and you meet your best friends through books. That's like perfect. Like perfect. I love it. Sarah says, what does Sarah say? Sorry, I missed it. Where is your comment? Sarah says, I totally missed his party room, so I didn't know someone asked about streaming tickets. It's all good. It's all good. And also, I don't know if anyone out there is translating what he's saying, so all good. And she says, I swear to goodness, nothing is going smoothly when it comes to Wano. Got that right. Yep, got that right. And Cherry says, Chrissy, you are a very logical person. Yeah. It could be a bad and good thing. Could be a bad and good thing, but yeah, I'm like wired that way that I really prefer things logical and I can't see things abstractly, which, again, yeah, bad and good points, right? But I try to cover my weaknesses in some way. But yes, you are exactly right, Cherry. Yes. You just reminded me of something to say, but I totally forgot. I hope I remember it later. Okay. Kian says, I loved art and it was one of my best subjects. Get out of here. All you guys are like very artistic people. I didn't like history, math, or science that much, but I did okay. Good to know. But yeah, so Gion's like strength is all in like the artistic side, which is very, very cool. Very, very cool. Interesting. Zainab says, true, Harry Potter does feel more personal and it has more character development, while Fantastic Beasts is a bit more focused on the story. Yeah. Even though I don't know Fantastic Beasts, but I feel like yeah, that makes sense. But I do like Fantastic Beasts. I'll consider it. Cherry says, as you said, you don't like complex thinking, so philosophy is out of the question. 1,000%. I never took a philosophy class before. Thankfully, I didn't have to take something like that to graduate from university. And so, yeah, philosophy, no, not my thing at all. Cherry, you really like, yeah, you really like analyze like me pretty much. Yeah. Unico says, where did MX and Wano get their huge stash of bread? Yeah. I'm thinking they have connections. Okay, of course they do, because they're celebrities, So they most likely have. It's like, oh, my friends uncle works for the Pokemon bread company. Could be something like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, and then they get connected, like because they're celebrities. Like, oh yeah, you guys can have all this Pokemon bread. So, but I am a regular person. I have to get it the hard way, of course. So yeah. Gianzoneka says, yeah, exactly. But I do appreciate being able to travel through the Potter universe with Fantastic Beasts. So I think that's nice, and it's great that you like it. Okay, good. Jennifer says, Japanese Pokemon cards are cuter than Korea ones. Really? Do you want me to buy and bring to Korea? No. Don't worry about it. Okay. Do you mean the Japanese Pokemon bread and the sticker inside? Is that what you mean? Since I saw one will have it before. No, don't worry about it. I think because it's so difficult for me to find in Korea, I kind of have more desire to find it more in Korea. So don't worry about that's so sweet of you. But no, and also by the time I'm able to meet you in Korea, if we are able to, I hope so. But by the time I'm able to meet you, most likely the Pokemon bread might be expired, right? And so yeah, don't worry about it. Let's not stress about it. But you're so sweet, Jennifer. As always, you're too sweet. But no worries. I still have a bigger desire to hopefully find the Korean Pokemon bread soon. Yeah. But I do remember, yeah, the stickers in Japan, they're way cuter. I do remember that, but still I need to find in Korea my desire. Yeah. Ganzonica says, Chrissy, I believe your Pokemon bread luck will come to you one day. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. It's like my struggle getting Gion photo cards, but at least it seems like I have better luck finding Gion than Pokemon bread, and that's okay. But thank you very much for the luck. Wish me luck, guys. Yes, yes. And surely one day, I don't know when, but surely one day, once everyone is sick of Pokemon bread, that's when I'm gonna swoop in. Yeah. Cherry says maybe the staff contacted the company. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that celebrity benefit. Gianzonica says no. I do like the whole story in Harry Potter as well. Okay, but only as long as it involves the main characters. That's what I meant. Got it. So you were fine with the story, but it was more so because of the characters that was in the story. I got you. Yeah, I got you. And again, those characters are really, really great. Harry, Ron, and Hermione, really, really nice characters. So I totally agree. Yeah. Gianzonica says, I never had anything to do with Pokemon. Totally understandable, girlfriend. It was definitely like my generation. Like, and also my generation, there were some people that wasn't into Pokemon. So it's very selective, of course. She says, but I get that you really like it if you grew up with it. Yes, indeed. And yeah, that's why, like, so far, Wano, and Ju Honey, I think we're all huge Pokemon fans. I think Minhyuk too. But then the other guys don't really talk about Pokemon. So even though we're kind of from the same generation, but yeah, I think only those guys are into Pokemon, and the other guys are not really. And so yeah, so it is selective indeed. And so yeah, but yeah, just my childhood, right? Jennifer says it's not card but a seal. Yeah, it's like a sticker thing. Yeah. Wano open. Okay, yeah. Well, I saw Wano opening it. Yeah. So I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, but it's okay. You're so sweet. It's okay. Thank you very much, though. Sarah says, don't worry, I didn't get a notification either. Get out of here. Yeah, I saw he uploaded on Insta story from an open Instagram to see Minhyuk and Ju Honey's post. I see. And then you just coincidentally saw it. Got you. So I want to assume when they ever post on Insta story, we can never get notified from it. What is wrong with Instagram? Instagram has so much money and they can't fix this notification thing. Stupid. Yeah. But anyways, but it's all good. Thank you, Sarah, for explaining it, but thank you also for telling me, so it's all good. You guys are so sweet. Okay, you guys are, thanks you guys. So happy anniversary to my cage shop, or yeah, just this whole company in general. It's like official name is Creatine Entertainment Group, if you guys like remember that. And so, but yeah, regardless, you guys are so sweet. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, yeah, everyone, happy anniversary. Thanks you guys. It's very, very sweet. Thanks you guys. Yeah. So yeah, my cage shopper, this whole business is 5 years old. Okay, yeah, you guys. Thanks, you guys. Okay, yeah, all you guys saying that. Thanks, you guys, very, very much. All you guys. I'm not saying your names, but thank you, all you guys. Sylvia, you just came right now. I guess Sylvia says, yeah. She says hi. She's late, and then happy anniversary. Thanks, you guys. Thanks, you guys. Are super, super sweet of you guys. Thanks. Cherry says, I'm a psychology student, which started with philosophy, so I have to read philosophy. You have to do it for your career, Sally. But thankfully, as long as you like it, you go, girlfriend. You are basically studying everything that I'm not good at. But we need people like you in the world. So you go, buddy. And yeah, teach me anything, anytime you want, girlfriend. Gianzonka says, Sally, I have to go. It's okay. We are going now too. It's okay. Yeah. So bye, Gianzonka. She says, yeah, I'll watch it later. Don't worry about it. And she says, hope you all have a great day or night. Bye, you too, girlfriend. Thank you for joining as always, and we will talk again soon. And Gianzonka says, bye at Sylvia. Hi and bye at Sylvia. And yeah, okay. So I wonder if anyone else has anything more to say. So I'll stay one more minute, and yeah. Yeah, and also it's not midnight yet, so I'm always proud of myself to end before midnight. But yeah, guys, it's been a fun tea talk, long time no talk. And why are you guys sending me things? Okay, so but I should check my DMs anyway. But yeah, long time no tea talk. But hopefully, I say this all the time. I don't know when, but I'm still always busy. But it's busy in a bad way these days, because I always have issues come up with work every single day. I've never experienced this before. Like, why every single day some new issue happened? But hopefully I'll be okay. But just wish me luck that yeah, I can finish everything soon and then go back to like a normal life. I don't know what I consider normal, but right now it's not normal for sure. And so okay, hold on. What is this? It's an Instagram post. Who is this? Okay, wait. Oh my gosh, wait. Isn't that Sejun's Instagram? Hold on. I need to go search him up. Where are you? Uh, okay, here he is. Okay. He is born on May the 4th, which is a very nice birthday. Okay, so how sweet. Yeah, he posted this on his story. How sweet. He said like he's Nicola and he's Teo, and then he said here the last show with Wano as well. Oh, and then another photo with them. How cute, how cute. How cute. I want to assume they'll be friends for life. I hope so. I hope so. I think Sejun would be a nice friend to have. I want to believe that, but how sweet, how sweet. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so Sarah says, yeah, she DM'd me, said just Insta story. Yeah, I assume it was his Instagram. Yeah. Yeah, I know. He's so cute. So he's I just showed it here. And then Sarah says, glad I was able to be here for this fun live. Oh, did you have fun? Even though you didn't see the musical, but I'm glad you had fun. Okay, but Sarah, happy to see you anytime when possible. Yeah, today is a Tuesday, but so many of you guys came here. So happy to see any of you guys at these random times when I do lives, and hopefully see you guys again super, super, super soon. Jennifer says God7 Yongjae has been collecting Pokemon stickers much earlier than Ju Honey. Get out of here. And organizing in his big binder. Get out of here. Also, Ju Honey filling in a fancy binder. They're so cute. I did not think they would be that into it to want to put it in a binder. Like, what? But then again, that's our childhood. In our childhood, we want to collect all the Pokemon cards. But anyways, I think because the sticker thing, it was also in their childhood too. Yes, for me, it's my first time seeing a Pokemon sticker, but I guess in Korea, it was like what all the kids want to collect and stuff. And so they're experiencing it again in their 20s/30s. Cute. Yeah, I think it's very cute too. And Youngja has been collecting it before the hype. But yeah, Juhani as well. He was collecting it before the hype, and so I felt like legit. I think 1 week after I found the Pokemon bread, that's when everyone went crazy for it. So I don't really know what exactly happened, but yeah. But I just hope I'll find it one day. Yeah. Sarah says goodbye, everyone. Good night, Chrissy. Sweet dreams to you guys too. Goodbye. Good night. Good day. Stay healthy and safe and careful and be happy. Stay happy. And we'll have more conversations another time as always. Cherry says good night and sweet dreams, Chrissy. You too, buddy, as always. And Cherry says bye, everyone, and see you on the next live. You all too. All the same. Yeah, just thanks you guys, and really thanks for accepting my opinion about the musical. But again, I can't lie to you guys, so I just had to say honestly all my feelings, but it was really great to hear everyone's thoughts about it as well, and then the storyline and everything. It was good. So yeah, but I do think we should talk about it more some other time. Like, I feel pretty sure I have more questions, and also like anyone that missed out on this live, we could talk about it with them another time. So yeah, maybe we'll talk about it again another time. Zainab says bye, guys. You too, buddy. As always, happy to see you guys here. Bye, you guys. And Fatin says, glad to have a bit of a spoiler here. I hope you didn't mind it. It's a huge spoiler I gave in here, but yeah, as long as you didn't mind it, yeah, happy to tell you. And then she says, I'm assuming you or she. I'm not sure. Okay, but you, Fatin says, you guys help us to enjoy the musical before I watch it. I'm glad spoilers help you enjoy it before watching it. Is that okay? But as long as you're okay with it, and happy to have given you the experience before watching it, and to each their own. You guys don't like it or you guys like it, no matter what, just all their own. But yeah, I did enjoy it to some extent. I did, but definitely not gonna see that again. But it was fine. So like overall, I just want to leave on a good note that I realize I don't like musicals, and that's okay. And it was like a good experience. I'd rather say that, even though I don't like the story and musical style, it was a good experience, and I'll know what to do about it in the future. So ending on that note, that not on a negative note. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so okay, let me just stay a few more seconds just in case. But yeah, guys, it's still so hot here. Why? Oh my gosh, like it rains off and on, but it hasn't been like a constant rain yet. And so apparently it's gonna be raining tomorrow, but that's what they keep saying. But the rain doesn't come. But guys, hopefully it'll cool down soon. So I'm just kind of frustrated we're not cooled yet. And so yeah, anyways. And Fatin says, don't worry, I'm on you're on my side. Thanks so much. You're so sweet to say that. Thank you very much. It's you guys are very sweet. So yeah, it's really happy to be able to have these conversations with you guys, and we're all like get along so well. This is what I like to see. So yeah, thanks you guys again. And finally, we're gonna go. All right. Okay, we're gonna go. Until next time. Very, very soon. Until next time. And like look out for my tweets when I go visit the venue and stuff. All right. Until next time, guys. Bye, bye, bye. See you soon.